At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker! It's lovely to be with you this afternoon. My name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky, and today I am joined by an artist formerly known as Deb Rudge. It's Deb Rudge!
Yay!
Hey, Deb Rudge! Ooh.
Haven't seen you for ages.
I know, last show it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
last
it was.
show. What have you been doing on your days off?
Oh, all sorts of stuff. Random things.
Go, tell me.
I've been making sparkly stuff coming
Yes.
out of hats.
Yes.
Like magic tricks. I've been...
Mixing some concrete?
Mixing concrete, yeah.
Yeah.
I do quite like mixing concrete.
I've never partaken. I've always got the
Have you
ready
not?
mixed stuff.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Mixing it myself.
Are you? Why are you laughing at that,
Fast set concrete as well.
Fast set!
Yeah.
Whoa! Someone's making the big bucks.
A little bit of a risk in there.
I like that. The wonderful Deb is with us all the way through this evening. I've got absolutely oodles of goodies. Do you mind if I show you straight away my 8 o'clock deal? This is brand new to me. It is completely stunning. This is the most timeless piece. It's literally arrived in the building today. Have a look.
Ooh.
An absolutely timeless piece. I think this is so extravagant. I love the way that this takes jewellery history and puts it into jewellery present. I will be honest with you, I've got just shy of 80. I'm going to be launching it for you tonight. Do you know what? I've even got this incredible citrine as well, which I
Wow.
love the idea of kind of placing the citrine behind it
Yes.
somehow. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You
She'd be able to do that to the depth
you
of
could
this
definitely
piece.
do that.
I mean, I think that would be
Sterling
incredible.
silver wire. Really nice.
That is sensational, isn't it? Solid sterling silver, QE zirconia, 8 o'clock. It will probably sell out tonight, we're honest, if we're totally honest. I just think it's so beautiful, I really, really do. As well as that, let me show you my first star buy. If you don't know what star buy is, it is a buy that is so good we've put a star next to it. Yeah. Have a little nosy. Perfect rounds of your mookaite. One locational gemstone. I don't know if anyone on this team has been to Australia.
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
When we last did mookaite and I had Adam as my tech op, he was the only one who'd been to Australia. I asked him to describe it in 3 words. He described the whole of Australia as big, hot fun. Big, hot fun. Yeah. Which I think they could put on posters. I've got that. Do you know what else I've also got for you? Oh, that Apprentice episode was hilarious. Did you see it? The Finland one. It's brilliant.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Oh, it's really funny. Let me show you Lava Kite. Now, this is great quality because it's so sizable.
Oh.
That's in this hour as well. 14 mil on these. Don't they look like phases of the moon? Do you know what I mean? Like lunar-like appearance. That glow on these is so impressive, and it's because they're so sizable. 14 mil lava kite, definitely the largest I've brought you this year. Bringing it to you very, very soon, as I say, in this hour. The kits today are sensational. You may well have noticed I'm wearing one of the pieces. This is coming up for you in the second kit. The designs you've made tonight, you absolutely love and adore, and you're thinking of kind of creating almost a range, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm thinking a whole collection would be nice. Yeah,
Your
definitely.
first kit's got some very special cabs in it, right?
Yep. Yeah, really happy to get this kit.
I can tell, you can see with the pieces that you've created. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm going to give a little away. The cabs themselves are £24.95. The kit is under £30. That's a little heads up for you. Yeah. Cheeky. Okay, we have got oodles. Should we dive one in? Go on, let's. Hey, how was your weekend? Were it good? What did you get up to? Feel free to text in. I love hearing about what you got up to with your weekend. I really do. I went to the theatre. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting these out of packages.
What did you
yes,
see?
I did. Ostentatious.
Oh, okay.
Ostentatious. It is a. Not got many of these. I'll grab the clasp out so you can see that. We'll do it off the picture, but here's the clasp look. Just so you can see that sparkle. Beautiful silver plating. You've got cubic zirconia. You have got 28 pieces in the pack. This is just one of them. That sparkle, that shine is incredible. You've also got the cubic zirconia in the head pins, and you've got it in these lovely spacers. They're like a two-sided spacer as well. They're pretty rad. So, come back. I am bringing to you 28 pieces, and it's just £9.95 for you today. It's 36p each, approximately. So if you do fancy grabbing them, you know what to do. Info's at the bottom of your screen. Free phone number, JewelleryMaker.com, or tap the app. It's absolutely up to you. Just get involved with us tonight because we've got some real stunning pieces, kits, and wonderful mates from the lovely Deb Rudge as well. So yeah, went to see Ostentatious, which is essentially a fully improvised play based and performed in an Jane Austen manner, essentially.
Oh.
So the audience comes up with a fake title.
Yeah.
And then they do a play around it.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? So, for example, you all got a piece of paper and you all had to come up with, like, a title.
Yeah.
And I won't say the one that was picked because it was a bit risque. But mine was Emma, the Baby Spice story. That was my suggestion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clever.
They get picked at random. They do get picked. They do. But yes, it was really very, very funny. So I'd love to know, get any Christmas light turn on or anything else like that? You went to the Christmas lights, didn't you, Dan?
No. Oh, it's a Christmas market.
Christmas market, sorry, yeah. Pretty decadent. Let me show you. What food did you have?
Garlic bread.
Oh, garlic bread. Nice. Let me show you these. Lovely quality of colour on there. The monochrome. Very, very popular colour palette. And this one has got a little bit of translucency to it, which is quite nice to see actually. So dendrite or dendritic is a word that means fern-like or tree-like, and that's what these markings are. That's why it's named, because of these tree-like markings. They are unique, they are totally natural. Well, I never. Dendrite agate is something which sometimes you will get an agate and dye it to look dendritic, but this one hasn't been, which is incredible really, because you've got that translucency to it. I think it adds a real nice layer of depth. What would you do with this, Deb Rudge?
Interesting. I'd quite like to rosary link those so that you've got movement. Whatever you make with them, you've then got that movement and you can see all the way around them. And because they're translucent, it's nice. It almost looks like there's layers moving on top of each other.
That's a lovely point to make. Yeah, really. We have got for you perfect 6mm rounds. They are faceted. They are £9.95 for you. Absolute bargain of a price considering that it is a real genuine gemstone. £9.95 for you today. I think it looks so sort of decadent and so luxurious if you wanted to keep it, you know, along just by itself, sorry.
Yeah.
Keep it low and
Maybe not in between with like a pale blue thread.
Lovely idea.
Because it looks like it's got a pale blue colour to it as well, doesn't it?
I agree with you. Yeah, it does. And I think that's partly down to
Play
the
on it.
translucency.
Yeah.
It almost gives it that blue palette within
Yeah.
it. It's absolutely beautiful. This would go great with my lava kite. Because that's obviously got some of the sheens underneath it as well, hasn't it? Let me show you alongside. There you go.
I adore lava kite. It's one of my favourites.
You don't get to see it that often though, do you?
Nope.
I've got it
No.
today in this hour coming up after that moo kite, which, by the way, is, we think, going to fly out the door. Well done all. Let's bring you a cabochon now, and a drop cabochon. I like when we facet labradorite like this because I think it gives you like a stained glass window appearance, if that makes sense. Oh, it's just beautiful. Really, really unique. Quite a bold body colour, this one as well. So those facets add interest, don't they? And then when you do get the pops of colour, you get a really bright ping of those pops. 50 carats worth, and I'm bringing it to you in a 4x3 centimetre piece now. Let me show you all the way around it so you can see the depth of it. Nice for you to use your gallery wire on maybe. Quite decadent, but nonetheless nice. Completely flat there on the back as well. Left a little bit mattified actually. So that doesn't mean we've coated it in anything matte, it just means that we haven't polished it up as much. So that adds to the gripability, which if you're wire working is handy, isn't it?
Yeah, or if you wanted to glue it onto copper sheet or something like that, because you've got that matte surface, it's going to adhere much, much better.
That's a really good point. And you can glue it onto fabric too.
Yep, onto fabric, definitely.
Quite like the idea of this with shibori actually.
Yeah.
We're bringing it to you today. It is entirely natural, all the way from Madagascar. And as I say, because it's natural, you know, every single one's going to look totally different. We're going to roll it down. Another under 10 deal for you now. £6.95 only tonight. If you do fancy grabbing it, do so quickly. Let me show you actually with, this could look a bit, oh no, I quite like that actually. I'm just thinking to sort of, you know,
Oh yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Kind of picks it out quite nicely,
Yeah.
doesn't it? That is still available. We did it for under a tenner as well, as everything has been thus far this evening. £6.95 is your deal. If you love your cabochons, by the way, wait till you see this first kit. I am bringing to you, by far, the best quality Thulite I've ever seen us doing caps, by far. The amount of the pinks and peaches and raspberry colours you're seeing through it really is something special. We picked the creme de la creme for this kit, and we are going to be doing a demo on it in about an hour, so not long to wait. If you feel like you need to be inspired, it's Monday. It's a day to be inspired, isn't it? Okay, let me bring... Oh, there's nothing in there. What a treat. Sorry, Poppy. Out there. We'll do it off of recording. Oh, I saw the picture of this. Strange that it's not next to me. We'll circle back. We'll circle back. Oh, I'll be straight with you. I've got nothing in 15, 16 onwards.
Oh,
Just
yep,
pop
now.
that on the floor now. Hey, now that I can do. Ooh. Oh. Chain, chain, chain. Oh, that feels so beautiful. Chain jewellery, big sturdy chain jewellery, still so on trend, still so in fashion. And when you're getting this much of it with that metallic, oh, the drape is divine. I love the way this plays and the way this rolls, because if you imagine this on the décolletage, you can see how slinky this is. It's going to be comfortable. Great as a body chain as well, especially as you've got so much of it. And this colour, I love, I think it's divine. Again, pair it with, you know, other maybe natural coloured gemstones, and I think it adds a sort of strength, a boldness, a grounding nature to your designs. I love that as a design, and I adore the links. They're nice and sizable, aren't they? So you can add things onto them.
Really good, yeah, yeah. And it's got like a subdued sparkle to it as well.
Yeah, you're
which
right.
is really nice.
So it's not going to be too OTT, not too over the top. Lovely for ladies and gents jewellery. Just look at the way this drapes. Just look at how beautifully that falls. And I just think that lets you know it's going to be comfortable. Lets you know that when you do pop, you know, even just a small pendant, say, on this, it's going to hang beautifully. And when something hangs beautifully and when something drapes as fluidly as this does, and it just feels so silk-like against your skin, when something drapes that beautifully, you know your jewellery is going to be comfortable. And let's be entirely entirely honest. If your jewellery is not comfortable, you are less likely to wear it. So with anything, you know, like if I'm, you know, I'm trying to think of like dresses that maybe have got like a label or a zip in a really funny place. Very unusual that I would wear it, you know, you wouldn't. Or what you do, could just be me, but you'd forget that it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so you put it on and then after about 20 minutes you think, this is why I don't wear this often. This though is going to make your jewellery really, really comfortable because you're getting such a beautiful drape. You're also getting 39 grams worth in total. All for £9.95. That's £2 per metre. I paid more than that for fabric.
Yep.
But this is metal. You know, you'd think it more difficult to create. You'd think it more weighty. You'd think it more expensive, wouldn't you? But not today. We're looking at about £2 per metre. And as I say, you're going to be making seriously comfortable jewellery with this. Let me just let you know, it all comes with your little tag around it so that it doesn't get all tangled up. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because I want you to know it is a continuous 5 metres. So sometimes when you're buying chain, it might be described as 5 metres, but what you're actually getting is 5 singular metres worth that totals 5. This is 5 continuous metres. So for body chains, etc., you don't even need to cut it. You could just add jump rings in appropriate places.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, I have not seen a strand like this in a very long time indeed.
Oh.
Totally natural emerald and big statement pieces of emerald. If you like your tactile jewellery, this is the one for you. They're so sizable because we've got to be looking, well, we're obviously looking over 5 carats in each one, even at the smallest end. You know, we have got big individual carat weights here, which means for your tactile jewellery, this is going to be perfect. Sits wonderfully and it looks so big and bold. Now, the fact that this is natural already takes it out into sort of the unusual realms because it means that you are getting something which is booking a trend really of the high street where the vast majority of emerald will be treated. Top drilled, unique shape. I feel like Deb will have an idea of what to do with this. £8.95 strands.
Ooh.
Deb, what's your idea?
I'd actually like to create a tassel with that because if you use the bigger ones, so graduate the sizes, use the big ones together, maybe at the bottom. And
not on the top.
No, not on top.
Not on top.
No, because the balance might be a bit strange then.
Yeah.
But bigger ones at the bottom. And then if you do a tassel, sort of just connecting them into a chain, the tassel will be more that shape and sort of really plump and full at the bottom.
That is a very underrated word.
Plump.
I love it. Plump. Oh, it feels nice to say. But yeah, no, you're right. That's a really good idea. And the fact that you've got so many of them, and they are only about 9p per carat.
And at that price, you can afford to maybe get 2 strands and really go to town on it as well. Maybe make some earrings as well.
And do you know what? I'm thinking, just with that chain I've just brought, we were saying very, very unisex, something like that on a chain for a lady or a gent.
Yeah, just a single gemstone, yeah.
Happy as Larry.
Definitely.
I think that's a beautiful depth of natural colour, £8.95. So if we were to make, you know, let's make this go really, really far. If we were to do earrings with this, which you very easily could, I've got 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, 5 pair, 6 pairs of earrings for £8.95. Emerald earrings.
Yeah, of that size.
Of that size and carat weight. Yeah, that's serious saleability right there.
That's
serious
luxury.
saleability. Well done all, £8.95 for you. Not long again until the mood kite, don't forget. Before it though. Wow. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I have never seen this before. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh,
Chain,
I like that.
bracelet, perfect for your charms. Are you going to be giving someone a charm this Christmas and then maybe one for their birthday, then maybe one for Easter or whatever? If so, this is your base. Ladies or gents, get ready. I've literally, I've got 6. I've only got 6 of these,
no.
and look at how sensational that is. That is so strong and sturdy. That is absolutely beautifully 3D. Look at those links. Interlinking fantastically. This is the type of thing I would imagine seeing in Hatton Garden for a serious figure. This is the type of thing I would imagine seeing in, you know, sort of Birmingham's Jewellery Quarter, or even like a group of shops such as, you know, like Liverpool One or the Trafford Centre, for example. I would see this type of chain in their store windows. Why? Because of the saleability. When you have got something that is as versatile as, say, a charm base as this, that is incredible. Loads of interest in on this. It's 7.5 inches. Don't forget though, you've got the skill to make this smaller or larger if you want to. There's a jump ring there already. Add a few more on. Job's a good one. You could even make this into a necklace if you wanted. Bringing it to you, solid sterling silver. I've only got 6. Your price point, £22.95 for that kind of gram weight. If I went into my charm store near me, 7.5 grams, if I went into the charm store near me to buy a sterling silver charm base, no charms included, I'm looking at £45 upwards, and it very much depends on like the length, etc. You know, £45 for say the sort of 6.5 inch length, but you do have to pay more for the more metal that you're getting in there. That is an astonishing look. It comes ready formed, so your clasp is attached, the jump ring is attached, and let me just see, I could be wrong here. I'll just give it a go. Et voila. Yes, yes, yes. If you wanted to make it shorter, the clasp does go through the link. See? So you could, if you're maybe, you've got little sparrow wrist like myself, I'm just over 6 inch wrist, then I could have this fit me, no problem whatsoever. And obviously you'll get that lovely little tail on the end where you could maybe add a charm if you wanted to. That is phenomenal. Okay, if everyone wanted to check out, I would literally have 1 left, 2 left, 2 left, 2 left. So good luck everyone. That feels stunning. That is a great one for the Christmas, you know, draw, you know. Well done, everyone. Oh, tanzanites. Very bold colour on this tanzanite. I've never seen this cut before. Okay, imagine your traditional gemstone cut, you know, say a traditional brilliant cut. So you imagine it going to the culée, okay? The culée is the point at the base. The girdle is the largest point of the stone. And then there's the table, isn't there? The table, which is the main sort of facet, let's say, on the front. With this, it's quite unusual. It has the girdle all the way down to the culée. The facet down to the culée is triangular, 3-sided, and the table is domed. So let me show you now I've explained it, what I mean. So here's your table. Beautifully soft, smooth, all in completion. Your girdle on this, aka the largest point, is that triangular shape. And then if I turn it over, you see that pyramid facet down to the culée. Very unique, very unusual, very individual this. But it's quite nice because it lets each of the stones sort of sing. So if you wanted to have this in a ring, such an easy shape for you to set, because you kind of would treat it like you would a traditional gemstone cut. We have got 60 carats worth. So that means I've got about, wait for it, 10 carats in each stone as an approximate. Now that is some serious carat weight. If you're anything like me and you like watching slightly naff telly at this time of year, you know, I'm talking famous titles such as most expensive Christmas presents, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the most luxurious hotels and all of that. Tanzanite is one of those things that comes up time and time and time again. And, you know, you will see people auctioning off tanzanite pieces or having tanzanite pieces of a similar size for 4 or 5 figures. Obviously, I'm not saying that this is the same because it has that depth of colour to it. It doesn't have that clarity that you might expect at the 4 or 5 figures, but boy, does it have the carat weight. You know full well that when I'm bringing you this one locational gemstone, I am bringing to you a luxury. I'm bringing to you something which is harder to get now than it was 5, 6 years ago. I'm also bringing you something that you know is a little bit of a tactic of mine. If a price has been on screen for that long and I've not mentioned it, probably means it's going to go away. We are bringing to you around about 10 carats in each individual piece. This is a luxury item, big bold item, £100 is going away. It will be back if this doesn't sell out at 8 AM. This will go back up in price to that.
Oh,
Okay, well, I did not expect that kind of price drop. I was expecting maybe a £69.95 as good luck charm, but 24, that is dramatic.
That
We have
is.
saved ourselves, what, 3/4 of a price there? That's astonishing discount that we're dealing with here. That is absolutely mammoth. We aren't even talking, you know, I'm thinking, one of those in a ring. I wouldn't even be selling something like that for £24.95. No chance whatsoever. Not on your Nelly. Not with that carat weight. Not with that depth of colour. I'm doubling my money back on that one piece, actually. That's an astonishing price.
That
It's
is.
something so unique and individual. And this is one of those stones that you can only buy from us. Not the stone itself, you can buy tanzanite from some of the biggest brands on the planet. But, I mean, this cut has been exclusively designed for us. Deb, loads of people coming in for this. What would you be doing with it?
Turn it the other way up. Make a ring with it. Coulée up. And then it just looks very, very different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. And how would you finish it off?
I'd use sterling silver wire and maybe just make a little flower or something and just bring it round on one of those sides. So, or just do it as a prong set and make oversized prongs or something, and maybe even like a prong that's a triangular shape. Just do something different because it's such a different cut.
Gorgeous idea. Yeah, play with it, have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. £24.95. If that does not sell out, it will be back for you in the morning, 8 o'clock. It will go back up to that £100. Well done. Big carat weight for such a small price. Okay, so I'm about to bring you a very, very, very special gemstone indeed. It is a one locational gemstone. And this gemstone comes all the way from Australia. And this is mined essentially in the Kennedy range. And the Kennedy range is not a million miles away from Mooka Creek. It's about, I think it's about 520-ish miles from Perth. So it's Western Australia. And this gemstone, when it was first discovered, was kind of a bit of a boon, kind of a bit of a coup, because it had never been found anywhere else before. It's so unique and so individual and is almost a snapshot of the Kennedy range itself. It was one locational then, and it still is today. That's why it's our star buy. As soon as we think of one locational gemstones, we have to think of big price points. As soon as something is as unique and as elite as this gemstone, we know that we would be expecting high figure sums. Why? Because if that's the only place you can get it on the planet, there's no competition. If that's the only place you can get it in the world, there's no one trying to undercut anyone else in price. This is your one locational mookaite. And I think when you look at it, you can understand what I mean about it looking like a snapshot of its original birthplace. If you do your research and you look into the Kennedy Ranges, which, as I say, is very, very near Mooka Creek and is about 520 miles-ish from Perth, when you look into this, you're going to notice a few things. First off, you're going to notice that you are kind of valleyed, let's say, by sandstone. Lots and lots of sandstone around this region. So that really dark, almost masala-like colour. And when you think of sandstone, you think about that sort of ever so granular rock, don't you? So it's kind of valleyed, if you will, by this. What you will also notice in that region is these kind of elements and layers of mustard colours which come through from other, igneous rock, etc. That two qualities, or those two qualities, should I say, and those two beautiful visuals of bold, intense colour, which realistically make you think of arid land, don't they? Even though it's not and has been used for farming for many, many centuries. That quality and those colours are locked in time and preserved within this gemstone. Not all gemstones look like their surrounding area. Not all gemstones look like where they are formed themselves. If you think about chrysocolla, for example, those colours you don't really see in that region. If you think of tanzanite even, those aren't really the colours that you see in that region, whereas this one is. It's almost like Mother Nature has looked upon the Kennedy Range and thought it's so fabulous, so beautiful, that she's frozen it in time in a gemstone so that people like us can not only own it and wear it, but also work with it. I'm bringing to you a one-locational gemstone. I'm bringing it to you entirely naturally, and I am bringing it to you in one of your favourite 8mm rounds. Now, the fabulous thing about 8mm rounds is there's so much you can do with them, but the only issue is you need a good sized drill hole. Voila, you are welcome. Great even for your standardised size stretchy elastic. So what you've got here is beauty, natural qualities, versatility because of size, and also workability due to drill hole. The fact of the matter is, we're ticking the boxes here, aren't we? We're giving you beauty, we're giving you nature, we're giving you a snapshot of its location, we're giving you perfect pure rounds, we're giving you that wonderful size, we're giving you great drill hole. The only thing we're not giving you is the price, because £9.95 is not it. This is a star buy deal. This is one of the most versatile mookites we've seen in quite some time. If you want to grab it, absolutely seize the moment right here, right now. Are you looking at this and going, Bex, I love it, but you know what? I don't just want a bracelet. I want a massive necklace design. Well, don't you worry. Grab yourself 2 of these and add one of these to your basket later. Perfect pairing, right? Perfect pairing. Bringing this to you as a star buy later on. We're talking about £9.45 on that one. I think those together are going to create some seriously head-turning gemstones. I mean, it really does feel like something very exotic. It does feel like something very expensive, very exclusive. So many of you coming in straight away, multi-buyers, grabbing handfuls of these, and well done to you. Remember, we here at Jewellery Maker have not limited your purchase on this one. We're going to let you grab as many as you can. Very unusual that we do limit your purchases, but a lot of places do, don't they? You know, like supermarkets, for example, if there's got a really good bargain on, I don't know what, kitchen roll, there might be like you're only allowed 2 per person. But yeah, we are letting you grab as many as you possibly want of these ones, and we'll be doing the same this weekend. Tools of the trade on the mid-show, myself and the gorgeous Alison Tarry bringing back wig jigs. Oh yeah, that's this Saturday. They've had 2 sellouts previously, wig jigs, 2 sellouts. They are back this Saturday. First time ever on the mid-show. That's with myself and Alison. They're going to sell out again, says Tom. They're going to Dremel on Sunday as well. Oh, aye, yeah, it's all going on. £6.95 for you today on these ones. Ooh, Tom's saying, check out your baskets, guys. Come on. He didn't say it like that though, did he? What was that voice? Come on. I don't know.
That was like game show host voice, wasn't it?
It was a little bit, yeah. Yeah. Game show host mixed with Annie, I think. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Deb, my love, what would you do with these, please?
That's confused me.
Sorry.
Right. These, I absolutely love using mookaite with polymer clay and cerulean and other sort of materials and fabrics and things.
Perfect.
For some reason, they just seem to work perfectly with any other medium, I think.
That is such a good point, actually, because cerulean and clay, obviously they're not the same, but they have a similar process, similar touch, etc. But you can build up sort of mimicking designs, can't you? To pair them in really nicely.
Using the patterns, the colours, and they just seem to marry up really well. But also with your shibori as well, they'd work nicely, because again, you're looking at the colours and working in colour and texture, so it worked really well.
What do you reckon? Involved in the design.
Yeah.
So not necessarily as the neckline itself, but find the right size of loop to be created and sort of place some of those within it, because it kind of matches up nicely. This is petrified wood, Jasper, that I've got coming up in a kit. But yeah, that would work really nicely. Pick out the colours that suit. This is one of the kits coming up for you tonight. Well done, everyone. Let me just remind you, £9.45 for this, and this lava kite's in this hour. What do you think? Yeah? Add a little bit of fauna to your floor. Why is that the wrong way round? Flora and fauna working beautifully together. But I've said floor as in like, I feel like the moo kite feels like the floor. Like the ground, you know what I mean? Sort of used it strangely. But hey, we have met. I've got for you 150 carats worth of your antique green agate. So what we've done here is we've added a little added zhuzh by almost giving you copper, which has been aged and verdigreed at the same time. Yeah. Those kind of colours, isn't it?
And actually it would work brilliantly with copper, wouldn't it? Copper sheet. Or bare copper wire.
And the great thing is you can kind of mimic some of the shapes that are present in this with using your copper. We haven't done copper verdigris in ages, have we?
No, we haven't.
No. We have got for you 150 carats worth of your antique green agate. These ones, perfect 8mm rounds, and we're rolling that price in and on for you today. Your price point is a bargainacious £4.95 today. I think when you're considering, you know, well-known brands of chocolate are about that price point, aren't they? For like a box of them.
Are they? I thought there'd be more.
No, I'm not talking the big boxes, like the ones you get for Christmas for a tenner. Not them ones.
Not those.
I'm talking those boxes.
Oh,
Paper boxes.
Yes. I know what boxes you mean.
Yeah. For example, one of a lot of people's favourite flowers, chocolates.
Yeah.
Or, for example, another word for small Superman, for example. Or small Spider-Man. Do you know where I'm going with that, Dan?
No, Dan looks confused.
You know, another word for small. Not little, smaller. Think smaller. Think tiny.
Right.
Yeah? And then what? And then Ant-Man, Superman, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel. These are all correct. 10 points, Leah.
Yay.
Yes, yeah. Do you know where I'm going with that?
I was with you. Yeah.
You were, yeah.
I was.
Dan still hasn't got a clue. Miniature Heroes, Dan.
Oh.
Miniature Heroes, the chocolate.
I heard them as miniature. I thought they were just heroes.
No, they're called Miniature Heroes, aren't they? Oh, this isn't like when Opal Fruit changed the name and it took me about 3 years to catch on. It's me like, where's Opal Fruit gone? Oh, I've changed the name to Starburst. No one told me. Is Snickers going back to marathon? What for?
No, it's not, is it?
For an anniversary.
Is
Well,
it?
thank you for the heads up.
I want you to
because
get some because it's not right having it Snickers. So
It's going to be the same chocolate bar.
no.
No.
It'd be much better
No.
as a marathon.
Let me bring to you now one of the most luxurious of your agates, Botswana agate. Why so luxurious? Well, it's due to location, it's due to appeal, it's due to saleability, it's due to colour palette. You know, this is a really earthy, beautiful agate, which can, well, it's very rarely treated. It can be treated, but it's very rarely treated. This one is natural. So it's going to be popular. You know, a lot of agates are treated, aren't they? Which is all well and good because it offers you unique colours you wouldn't get anywhere else. But there's something beautiful about owning a genuine and natural gemstone, especially when it is as beautiful as this. Delicate hues in here, very delicate. Little touch of the peaches in here actually, which is quite unusual to see. You've also got those wonderful grey colours which are very on trend, chocolate kind of hues in here as well. I like this shape because it's not your normal standardized nugget when it comes to that shape and size. I personally think of nuggets as something which are a little bit more sporadic, maybe a little bit more unusual. This has a commonality to it. This has an evenness to it. This has sort of, you know, I can imagine this in kind of a sequential design, just continuing. I'm bringing to you 65 carats worth of your Botswana agate for just £4.95. It is 38 mil. No, it's not. It's 38 centimetres. Sorry, bit of a typo there. Hi, Karen. Karen says, it took me a while to get there. Heroes reference, Becky. Think my brain is frozen. Hi, everyone. Hiya, Karen. I haven't said hello to my team yet. Let's say hello to them all. Hi, Dan.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay, thanks.
One word to describe your day, Petal?
Good.
Good. Yes. Solid word there, Dan. I've also got producer Tom in with me. Hey, Tom. What's your word? Long, because he's been on a double. I've also got the lovely Paul in with us. Hi, Paul. What's yours? Relaxing. You said that in a very zen way. Yourself,
Yeah,
Leah.
sounds quite chilled.
Hi, Leah. Leah's on an accidental double. Oh, so your day must be long as well, right, Leah? Yeah, long. Oh, bless you. You little love, Leah. £4.95 for you today. Yeah, don't forget, it is an entirely natural Botswana agate as well. And I will just say that if you like these sort of earthy hues, Hugh might be interested in this next. See what I did there then? That's quite good, wasn't it? Quite good, that. Pun of the week, which is pretty impressive, but it is only Monday. So, well done, absolutely every single one of you. Let me bring this stunner of a strand now. I love the uniqueness of shape. They feel like shields. They're so strong, they're so bold. They're so kind of impulsive almost, because every single one of them, although again this is individually cut for us, so essentially what we've done is we've purchased the raw material. Our buying team, including our head buyer wonderful Marie, has decided on a design that they would like and a shape that maybe we're lacking in, and then we've had this cut specifically by our amazing team in Jaipur. So this is an exclusive cut and shape, which essentially if you're going to buy this anywhere else, it's probably been brought from us firsthand. What I'm offering to you here is a really unique and individual decadent look because, as I said, although the sort of shaping of it is very clean, very crisp, very pure, actually it always feels impulsive because of how individual each and every single one of them is. It almost looks like sort of brushstrokes of an artwork. I'm trying to think of what artist I'm thinking of. What artist does this make you think of, our artist in residence, Deb?
It's actually quite, it looks a bit like Constable, some of the waves and paint.
Very good point.
Do you think?
Yes, totally agree with you there. Yeah, 100%. Because of the way that their colours sort of, it's almost like the brushstrokes of
and
it.
wrap round and blend. And,
Almost like they're sort of continual, like a storm of the colours. Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. Beautiful individuality, and I mean, it's obvious on this one that that's got a lot of translucency, but I've actually got translucency in every one, which helps very much with that kind of Constable impressionism, let's say, because of the way these layers work. Bringing to you for 5 pieces of standout jewellery, an incredible deal. £12.95 for you today. £12.95 in total. You could make these a bit Game of Thrones-esque, couldn't you?
You could.
Don't you think?
Yep.
Yeah?
Definitely.
A little bit.
They're really chunky as well, aren't they, in terms of the profile depth?
I think that is brilliant. Brilliant. £12.95, something very unique and individual. Maybe work it with your bare copper.
Nice.
Adds a little bit of vintage to it. Yeah, quite like that idea. £12.95, nice work. Good depth, right? Okay, we're moving on. Not long. Till the lava cake. Before it, though. That's a lot, that, isn't it? Oh, wow! Okay, let me just... which way around? 2 ticks. Did you know that a jiffy is an actual legitimate time reference.
Is it?
Yeah, you know, like, I'll be with you in a second.
yeah.
That means that's the second. A
Yeah.
jiffy, I think it's something like 0.4 of a second, isn't it?
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Sorry, I'm giggling because I'm basically been told I'm a liar. No, that is, I'm pretty positive that's true.
Yeah, I've heard that before as well.
Dan's agreeing with me. Thank you, Dan. There we go. Let me show you. This is what I'm bringing you now. How beautiful. What do you think?
Ooh,
Yeah?
nice idea.
8
Yeah.
o'clock, brand new, in the building. Isn't that so special? Wow. I love this sort of real vintage feel. Real vintage. But I'm bringing to you now this Swarovski. How expensive does that look? Really, it does, doesn't it? I have just been told something I already knew, that a jiffy is real. But I was completely wrong about the timing. The time it takes, light to travel 1 Fermi, it's approximately the size of a nucleon. 10 to the minus 15 meters.
Oh, heavens.
3 times 10 to the minus 24 seconds. You work it out yourself.
Yeah, that's way too complex.
have got that incredible crystal with rhodium casting. So that shine is going to stay. It's just £8,095. So we're bringing to you 50 full centimetres here, which is very easily a necklace, obviously, or a layered bracelet, such as what I'm showing you here now. It's very easy to use. There's a number of ways that you can finish this off, and I'm well aware for anyone who's just starting out, you might be looking at it and thinking, right, hang on, there's not a jump ring there or anything that I recognise. Few ways you can do it. I'll briefly talk to you about it now, but you can go on jewellerymaker.com and we do explain it with tutorials we've done there. You can either use the gap in between the ends to do a few coils of wire and then add your jump ring on to that section, or you can actually take out the prongs, take out the gem, put your wire or head pin through there and then reset the gem. You can do it in that way.
You need to take it out and reset it. If you use one of the fine head pins,
Yeah.
it feeds through without taking the stone out.
Oh, that's good.
I've done,
How does
done
it
like
stay
that.
there then?
Well, the ball on the end of the head pin just rests against the stone.
Got you. Okay. Oh, yeah.
And it was solid.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
that's really handy then.
Yeah,
Especially as these
much
ones are quite
easier.
dainty, so they give you so much light, don't they?
Yeah.
I think that just looks so expensive. I
does.
mean, you know, let's for this time of year, we want to get a bit more glitzy, no? It's the dark
Definitely.
nights, isn't it?
It is,
You want
yeah.
something to shine. You want something to add a little bit of light to your life. Well, this can most certainly do that. Look at them. That just looks expensive. £8.95. I think it's stunning. Well done, everyone. Let me bring to you something very juxtaposed to that. I'm about to bring to you some big, bold, focal pieces. I don't get to bring you lava kite that often at all. In fact, off the top of my head, I can't remember the last time I did. And whenever I do bring you lava kite, generally there's something a little bit unusual in its shaping. Usually we will maybe format it in quite an unusual and organic way, which is great for those of you who love it. But those of you who want that traditional shaping, maybe you're lacking a little bit of this in your collection as a gemstone collector. I'm about to bring to you now not only lava kite, but lava kite in a shape and a size that you too can recognise. 14mm round, right here, right now. This gemstone, interestingly, originates from Norway, and its name is a derivative of its original finding place, which was a location in Norway called Larvik, hence the name Lavakite, because let's remember that if we see "ite" at the end of something, it basically means gemstone, okay? What I'm bringing to you here is big, bold pieces of your lava kite. And when I think, this could just be me in my mind, but when I think of Norway, one of the things I think about is the Aurora Borealis. I think about the Northern Lights. It's one of those things that's completely on my bucket list. There's something that's so magical about it which really captivates me. And when I think of Norway, I do think of the Northern Lights, and I think about that almost mesmeric ribbon-like light that now and again cascades over the evening sky. And when I look into elements like this, I can almost sense that feeling. Because it's just these flashes, these moments of light that take on your imagination. Those flashes of light that you're seeing are entirely natural. And the great thing is that if I completely do a sort of full circuit at that angle, you'll see a certain amount of flashes. But then if I turn it that angle, you'll see a completely different array of those flashes. And it's all because the gemstone itself almost has a life to it, which follows you around. So as this moves and as this changes and as this catches the light at different angles, and as you as a viewer view this at different angles, it gives you a different snapshot of its beauty. And I think that's exciting. I think that's endearing. I think that's quite lovely. And in a weird way, not that I'm saying anything bad about labradorite at all, but in a weird way, I actually prefer lava kites sometimes because I like the fact that lava kite, on first instance, gives you one story, and then as you see it closer at a different angle, it gives you another. You know, the sort of saying, never judge a book by its cover. I think labradorite is so razzle-dazzle that you can't help but judge it. Whereas this, you see it, you appreciate the texture of it, and then, hang on, what was that? Did I see that little glittering light? Almost like sort of a glowworm, you know, lighting up the sky. Is that a firefly sort of dancing inside? I think it just is magical. And I think the fact that this has that almost labradorescence, although it's not, almost labradorescence underneath the surface, but it makes you almost work a little bit harder for it. I think it makes it a little bit more subdued and therefore maybe a little bit less ostentatious, maybe a little bit less in your face, maybe a little less kind of OTT, if you will. I really appreciate this strand, and I know full well that Deb beside me will too, as this is one of her favourite stones. So we'll ask Deb what she fancies doing with this in a moment. But before that, let me just remind you of a couple of things. It's totally natural, and they're whoppers. They are huge, gargantuan, elephantine, if you will. They are mammoth. Because these are so huge, you get that dancing of light better than you probably would in, let's say, a 7mm. If these were a 7mm, of course, you'd be looking at about half the size. Half the size, half the surface area. Half the surface area, half the opportunity for you to get that wonderful, mystical, firefly-like glow that dances within these. So it's natural, it's a big workable size, and it's got that wonderful opportunity for us to see more of what we love about lava kite. At this price, it's 2p per carat. And it's not where we're stopping. We're going even lower for you now in price. So seize this moment, take this opportunity. £6.90, genuinely £6.95. I'm just looking at this, and if I were to pick out a really, really lovely quality one like that one's just where I am at now. Oh, it's got purples. It's got purples in it. But say just this one, I'm looking at the drill hole, I'm thinking that's a nice and sizable drill hole, and I'm imagining that just on maybe a nice piece of maybe grey cord, you know, something like that. I would be more than happy to purchase something like that at £6.95 and more, you know, even at just like a local fair, a local store. I would love to know what you would do with this strand. Please, Deb.
I had a kit that I'd asked for, and it was lava kite in massive, this size.
Yeah.
And seed beads, and I worked the two together, so it stitched round some of the lava kite with a silver, galvanised silver seed bead.
Lovely.
Like size 15. And it looked like, almost like a planet. Loved it, and made a long line necklace with lengths of chain in between, and then some of the lava kite with stitching round. And
gorgeous.
It's just a magical gemstone, and because it's got those flashes of light inside, you really want to be able to see it and let the light get to it, I think.
It's stunning, isn't it?
It
really is.
Yeah.
And you know, let's remember, this is an ancient gemstone. It's from the Permian era, which is just before the... is it just before? Yeah, I think it's just before the Triassic period, actually. So we're talking literally millions of years ago that this started forming. We're talking, you know, like 299 million years since the Triassic period started. So this is forming before all of that.
It's clever.
That's history, that, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can wear it. You can actually wear it.
Wear it and work with it.
Yeah.
It's magical, isn't it? It really is. A huge, huge, huge well done. There's lots of you multi-buying on this. I would too.
Me too.
So you're not alone. But yeah, whatever you do with this, enjoy it, because there's so much on here. I think it's going to look, especially as grey is very much still in fashion for homeware, then definitely a great one for you to add to your collection. Speaking of adding things to your collection, I'm so, so excited to bring this to you. I bought so much on the Sterling Silver weekend. I feel like I need to add this one to my collection. For earrings, maybe. They're coming up and much more after this.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Alison Terry designer here, really excited. Just been filming my latest DVD with Zena. It's all about the nativity with seed beads. So on this DVD, you're going to learn how to make Mary, Joseph, the baby Jesus of course, and we also take you through how to make the wise men and the shepherds. And it's launching this Wednesday on The Mid Show.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easy to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Alison Terry designer here, really excited. Just been filming my latest DVD with Zena. It's all about the nativity with sea beads. So on this DVD, you're going to learn how to make Mary, Joseph, the baby Jesus, of course, and we also take you through how to make the wise men and the shepherds. And it's launching this Wednesday on the Mid Show.
I didn't know we were doing a thing.
No, neither did I.
Okay.
Up until it literally happened. I got halfway
Spontaneous.
through and thought, what's this?
Who's
How
doing that?
weird. Yeah. But the thing is, I know that you're used to my oddness, so that didn't even faze you.
It
It's like,
didn't.
oh, I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. I just
But-
wish I'd known.
That's Deb for you.
joined in.
Isn't it? That's Deb for you. Lovely, loopy Deb. Have you
Loopy,
ever had any nicknames, Deb?
Yeah,
Not that I think Loopy Deb should become a nickname.
I'm not going there. Zena's got about 1 million for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you like?
But, I don't mind.
You're easy like a Sunday morning,
Just
aren't you, Deb?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Relaxed,
Whatever.
chilled.
Yeah.
Lovely Deb has created some lovely, with a capital L-O-V-E, jewellery. I have to say, this kit is splendid for us. And I'm going to be entirely honest. When I first saw this kit, I thought, what an unusual combination. I wonder what I would do with them. I came up with ideas. None of them were as beautiful as these. They are decadent. It's very much the sort of hot colour palette.
It is.
And I'm going to bring you this entire kit in mere seconds. But before it, I want to let you set your alarm clock for 1 hour from now. Because this is launching. And this is beyond the pale of beauty. Did you buy anything on the Sterling Silver weekend? I actually feel like I paid Jewellery Maker to let me work here that weekend because I spent so much.
Oh, but
But-
I bet you got some amazing stuff.
I got some incredible pieces. I got these beautiful earrings. I don't know if you saw them. Solid sterling silver. They had a hammer effect and they had a pearl in the middle.
Oh,
Really, really
that
modern.
sounds really contemporary.
I'm imagining one of those in each
Yeah.
ear with a pearl
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
Wow. That to me is saleability. This is coming up for you in a wee while, as is the decadence of that incredible citrine. 1.5 hours for this. I am honestly imagining setting that somehow in there. I wonder if I do it QA up maybe? Could do.
Yeah,
That'd
you
lock it
could.
really in. Set it in the background. I think whatever you do with this, it's just going to shine. That looks stunning, doesn't it? Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I'd maybe put the QA up through that. Yeah,
nice idea.
I don't know, it's just something that's come to me.
Yeah.
I have got for you so many treats today. And it is now time to speak about the kit. And first things first, I just want to say that this kit as a pairing is exemplary. Beautiful 2 strands. Sorry. Sorry, Paul's chest.
I held it together really well there. I didn't even...
Sorry. You know when like Mr. Bean like starts to play with his chair and just goes whoop, that's exactly what happened. You alright, Paul? You alright, Paul? Pardon?
Mr. Bean.
Yes, Mr. Bean. Yeah, I've got a touch of the bean about you.
I don't think that's a compliment somehow.
Well, it depends what way you take it. He's very, very, very rich, isn't he? He's our Mr. Bean. My point is, I am bringing to you 2 stunning gemstones, and one of these I really have to draw your attention to. I'm going to let you know there's wire in here, so I'll start off with that, but then I'm very rudely going to ignore it for a bit. 10 metres worth of your copper wire, 0.8. 10 metres worth of your copper colour wire in the 0.4. Beautiful, rich, rambunctious, perfect to go with... that as a pairing, you could not get any better. You could not get any better. So similar, so beautifully pairing, so sort of hand in hand, so together. It's almost like a jigsaw piece that has just found its perfect connection. That is a pairing and a half. But for now, I'm going to ignore it. And the reason I'm ignoring it is because I have to show you this zoisite. Zoisite, as you know, is a very famous family of gemstones. One of the most popular members, I would say, at this moment in time is tanzanite. This is a zoisite. And usually, well, the first time I saw thulite, it was almost rose quartz in colour, with sort of white patches to it, and a lot of them. And now and again, if you really look close, oh, look, tiny, tiny, tiny little spot of raspberry colour there, a little bit of peach almost. The thulite in here, though, is next level. National Gemstone of Norway, interestingly enough, which is interesting because I was talking about Norway, of course, just before the break. Just as a quick reminder, I brought you the lava kite. It should have been £11. Brought it to you for £6.95, was it? So yeah, just I thought the connotations there of Norway. But yeah, Gemstone of Norway, and so highly regarded there, so highly perceived, because you can find this in different regions of the world. You can find it in some parts of Africa, for example. But actually, thulite from Norway, with it being sort of the go-to location, it is something which is very, very highly regarded in that region, so much so that it is their national stone. As I say, though, you can get thulite from different parts of the world. Where have we got ours from? Yep. You guessed it, Norway. And that is one of the reasons the quality of this is so exemplary. Gone are the days of this stone, and don't get me wrong, I will bring you stones that, yet again, have more of those cream colours, more of those baby pinks, but that is generally from different locations. This, the sort of founding location, if you will, the location that is best known around the world, gives you premium quality. And this is a premium stone. The zoisite family it has some very expensive contenders within that family group. And the fact of the matter is that I am offering to you serious carat weights here, because across the board I've got 90 carats worth. I am going to guarantee you 3, by the way, so I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to be getting 3, which means by my calculations you're going to be looking at approximately 30 carats in each stone. 30 carat thulite. That is the type of carat weight. That is serious. Impressive is the perfect word. That is seriously impressive. 10 carat thulites, even to find that on the high street is pretty difficult. But actually to get 30 carats worth of this luxury item is sensational. As I mentioned before, this pack, if you want to buy it on the web, you can't actually buy it on the web at the moment. Reason being, the full quantity is part of this kit. But earlier on yesterday, when you were able to buy it on the kit, if you saw it, you may well have realised that it is on our web right now at £24.95 for these 3 stones. I'm adding to the situation your wonderful bright onyx with that sort of carnelian-esque colour palette, which marries in so extraordinarily well with the wire that I'm offering to you. Great price. Brilliant price. Understandable price, right? Because this strand alone, by the way, is £12, just to bring that up. So this is a £12 strand. This is £25 worth of cabochons there. And that's at Jewellery Maker prices. Do not get me wrong, I'm not saying that you could walk into a shop and buy even one theolite for £25. But today, offering to you a drop-down deal. £12, £24.95 wire price. £21.95. We're actually taking this to today. That is a dramatic saving. Aren't we looking at about £15.85-ish? No, more than that. £20. 18, 19, 20, 21. £21.80. That's basically half price. £21.85 saving we've just offered to you there. That's astonishing, especially for how luxurious these are. So actually, let me just remind you, you wouldn't be able to buy these alone for that price, yet today you're getting these and the wire and the onyx. Well done to Surrey, you're in. Hello to Essex and Devon. Middlesex is joining us. Ayrshire, you've got it in your basket, as is Suffolk. Nice to have you on board. I've got a collector in for this with unmentioned location who's treating themselves to this. I've got a brand new bidder in as well on this one today. Welcome, welcome. Just if you are tuning in for the first time, just to let you know, these kit prices, they only last until 8 o'clock, okay, 8 a.m. So do seize the moment whilst you can. And also just to let you know, we are going to have a demonstration with this. So even if you've not really made jewellery before, do jump on board, in particularly as, you know, jewellery is a big seller in particular at this time of year. It really is the best time to look into making and selling and gifting your created pieces. So do seize the moment on this one. What do you think of that price, please?
I think it's amazing.
Really, that is, isn't it?
Each one of those cabochons is £7 basically.
Yes, good point.
Yeah.
Good point. So actually, how much is that now per component, Tom?
Is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 components. So £21.95 divided by 6, £3.66 per component.
It's brilliant.
That's an absolute bargain.
It is.
Deb, do you fancy
Becky,
crafting something for us?
I could.
Yes, good. What are we going to be learning today, Deb?
I thought I'd show you the heart.
Oh, beautiful design.
Yeah.
Such a sellable motif again. And a beautiful giftable motif.
And it just works with the size of the theolite that we've got.
Yeah.
It just works as a really nice statement pendant.
Perfect.
So we'll do that.
And you could make it huge as like a door hanging for Christmas, couldn't you?
Oh, you could actually.
Just a
yeah,
thought.
you could.
Okay, Deb Rudge, I am with you.
Okie dokie. Let me get untangled there. Right. So, what I did was I took the round because I had a round in my kit, but if you've got any shape, it'll work. So I'll show you in a bit. I've done it on an oval for showing you the second stage. So if you have your 0.8 wire,
Which everyone will who buys the kit.
that is true. Yeah, I don't know why I said if you have. It's not like it's, you know, some will, some won't. And that's probably about ½ a metre. So what we're going to do is just take your ring mandrel.
Don't forget, Tools of the Trade this weekend.
Yay.
Wig Jig's back, and you'll probably get some ring mandrels in that week.
Probably, yeah. It's invaluable. So I'm going to make a circle that fits over the back of your cabochon, whichever one. That needs to be a little bit smaller. I'm just going to pull it in. So it's about 1 centimetre in from the edge of your gemstone.
Millimetre.
Oh yeah, millimetre. My measurements are completely random today.
Me, Deb and Alison Tarry were chatting before and you were like, oh yeah, I really fancy getting some 16-inch beads. Right, what?
I don't know what's... It's like magnified by 10 times everything. I'm getting greedy in my old age. Right, so we're going to bend that side straight up and we're going to do the same on this one. Straight up. And then, so it's not completely in the centre. It's sort of, I I don't know. This one tail is twice the length of the other, more or less. And then if you take a long length, so probably about 1 metre I took, of your 0.4 wire, and I'm just going to join that at the top where these two tails come out.
Okay.
So all we're going to do is net this cabochon.
Whilst you're binding that on, just to let you know, I've got some rounds of thulite in a bit.
Oh, nice.
8mm.
8mm, that's good. So when I'm not very good at netting cabochons, to be honest, because I get all of the loops the wrong size. So the way I do it so that they're not all different sizes is I'm going to take the wire up through the centre and then back through the loop. And what I'll do is take one of the mandrels that come, it's in a 2-pack set. So this is the smaller one that I'm using.
You can use your bail making pliers too.
You can. I love this mandrel though because, what have I done now? Because it's not got like the handle and all of the bits and pieces
in the way, yeah.
So it just sits neatly on top of your frame, and then you can come in with the 0.4. So come underneath the frame and up through the loop, and then just slide that along, and then move the mandrel along over the top.
Don't forget, if you have got any questions for Deb, you can always text in 60777, type text with the word JM Studio. Also message us on JewelleryMaker.com. You can ask Deb a question, or you can let us know what you're up to, what you did on your weekend. We'd like to know all about that 'cause we're a bit nosy. Also, don't forget, if you've got any questions for Deb, then if you've been struggling with the technique or whatever, do feel free to get in touch.
Yeah, it's good to hear from people. So just carry on doing that all the way round.
Beautiful.
And then once you've gone all the way round, what you need to do is then, so if you imagine we've gone all the way round, you'll need to do a second layer of loops.
Okay.
So you come to the top of your first loop, and then just carry on exactly the same technique. So through the loop rather than the frame, and back through. And again, I just used the mandrel
to
make it even. But while you're going round, if you place your cabochon on top and then just pull the loops over the edge, so you'll end up with a netted cabochon that's like that, with all of the loops coming all the way over and around.
You can tell that you've measured that because it is so perfectly even. Every single one of those loops looks just so perfect.
I can't do it unless I do measure it because they end up totally random.
Yeah.
And so that's now fixed in position, and you've got your two tails coming out the top here. So when I connected onto the frame originally, I'd left a length of wire that was about 4 inches in length. So wrap that around one of the shorter tails, probably. Yeah, the shorter tail.
And that's just hand coiled.
Hand coiled, yep. So just wrap like that. And if you need to, you can then just pinch and push that coil.
And scooch it
so
up.
it's nice and tight and close together and neat. So that forms the bail. So if you just leave that in position for now. And then what we need to do is take some more of the 0.8 and your gizmo coil. So this time we are using the gizmo, and I've connected it on at this end, and I'm just wrapping round. So now I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have a gizmo at the weekend.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Quite
Tools of the
possibly.
trade, etc.
Yeah.
Whilst you're gizmoing, I'm going to bring you some perfect rounds of Thulite.
They're pretty.
Because obviously it's perfect to go with this kit, whereby you get those 3 cabochons as a guarantee. I am bringing to you great quality Thulite yet again. As I mentioned earlier on, you can get it from lots of different locations. Here though, with this one, we're getting it from that well-known location. Say it again, Tom. It's a very inviting gemstone, says Tom, who's been positively hypnotised by it. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. It's all of that wonderful mottling and a very beautiful colour palette as well. As I said before, you know, Norwegian gemstone originally, although it is found in different locations. This one is from that, I would say, more notable, more highly recognised location. We're bringing to you 75 full carats, which is huge. Evening, Becky, Deb, and all the crew.
Hello.
Deb, your design is fab, as always.
Thanks.
And you explain very well for a beginner like me to give wire work a go. Lovely cabs.
This is a... Thank you.
That's lovely.
Thank you very much.
And I agree with you. She explains it very, very well. You're a very good teacher.
And I think, thanks. Yeah, I like teaching because it's... Well, that's why we're here, isn't it? So that people can get the confidence to actually give it a go and try something different.
Yeah, and do give it a go.
Yeah, definitely.
May as well. Because you just never know. It might just be your hidden skill.
I know, yeah.
I've got for you now 75 carats worth of your Thulite. Totally and absolutely natural, beautiful rounds. It is £19.95 today. At that kind of price point, why not treat yourself to both? Because actually, I've got the 3 cabs in here. You could quite easily make 3 fully Thulite pieces of jewellery with that collection. And remember, this kit should have been £43.80. We took it to £21.95. It's now at the bottom of your screen. You wouldn't even be able to buy the cabs for that. So do, if you fancy it, grab it, because there are people with it in their baskets. Having a little thinkaroo. Let me also just let you know that if this you know, colour palette is your idea of a good time, then you, I think, are going to love some of the treats I've got coming up for you. Not only later on, but also in the second kit. Grab it whilst you can. Deb?
Hello.
You've made your
So I've got...
gizmo coiled pieces now.
So that's the sort of full length on that particular mandrel.
Yeah.
And then what I need, so it depends, you could do a heart that is the full length of gizmo if you wanted to, or cut it down. It depends how big you actually want the heart that surrounds your gemstone.
I see.
So what I've got are 2 lengths of gizmo coil there, and I've got the wire that's coming straight up there that's been coiled over the top for the bail.
Yes.
And then the longer length here. So what you need to do, and I've also got both the tails of the 0.4 still in position because we'll use that in a bit. So pop one of your gizmo coils on there. So that's then going to come round and form one side of the heart. And then make sure that is right up against the tail here that will be the bail. And if you come in with your round nose pliers, so just make a wrapped loop. So we're going to bring that wire across and wrap round twice, and then we want that to come off at a right angle.
Okay.
So your loops then sitting at the bottom there. You pop on your second gizmo coil, and then this will come round and up to the top. So if you have a look at the back of your pendant, we're just going to then wrap that around that second tail.
If I wanted to do
Trim
this
it
as a
off.
wall hanging, would a thicker gauge of wire be beneficial?
Yes, yeah, because obviously then your structure is going to be a bit stronger.
Yeah.
And also your gizmo coil will come up bigger.
course.
So,
and I have had someone ask this before, which is a good question to ask actually. You can use 1 mil on a gizmo coil because a lot of people we see using a 0.8 and 0.6, but actually you can use 1 mil. It's strong enough, isn't it? The tool.
I have.
Yeah. So here we go,
definitely.
10 metres worth of your 1 mil, same colour as that which once was seen in the kit. That was very unusual language.
It was.
Which once was seen. But yeah, I've watched too much of that ostentatious. I have got 10 metres of your 1 mil, and today your dear Rooney for all of it. And remember, it's great quality, very usable, of course, for this design amongst others, and we're rolling that deal down and on for you today. So if you want to make a more structural heart, you can.
You can.
£4.95. Again, perfect mix. I'm with you, Deb.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah, really complimentary to the kit. So, what we've now got then is both of the gizmo coils connected at the top, and all you need to do is bring the wire up from the cabochon and just form it into the heart shape. So that side and that side. So just get the curve so that it's the same. And then there. So it's now sitting in the heart shape, and with the one of the tails that was left from then going around your cabochon, if you bring that to the front, and all I did was then stitch a little collection of gemstones, the onyx, on to, it basically just covers up the join.
Makes
in
it a
the
little
gizmo.
bit more. Oh, how she made that?
Yeah, so I did, I actually did, I think it was 3 on the top, and then 2, and then 1. So I did a little triangle. So
just to let you know quickly what's on your screen. I did for you earlier on the 1 mil in the kit. You got the 0.8 and the 0.4. There is of course one missing to complete that set, and it's this one here. Same colour, just different gauge, 0.6 for £2.95. So if you want to grab that one, you can. And let me remind you, 0.8, 0.4 came with the kit with the thewlight and the gems we're working with now. I'm back with you.
okay, so all I did was bring that 0.4 in the gemstones across the top, and then bring the wire around the back, and then add 2 more gemstones around the back and 1 more. So then that's your little triangle at the top.
Okay.
And then to finish that off, if you just feed the 0.4 all the way back through to the back of the pendant, and you can use that then along with this one. So where's my mandrel? There. So I'm just going to bring that across the top of the mandrel to create the bail, a nice curve, and then stitch that in position. So if you go through the frame and over the back, and the easiest way to actually finish that off is then to just make a little loop at the back so it's nice and neat. There. And what I did was actually tuck it in underneath the work here, so it's
kind
smooth.
of smoothing, but grabbing it at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, and then just carry on stitching that in and making sure that's nice and secure. And then at the bottom, all I did was pop 3 of the red onyx onto that loop that we've got at the bottom. But you could, if you've got anything else, if you've got the rounds that we've just done, one of those on the bottom would look awesome. It look really nice.
Let me, as an AKA.
Yeah, just pop one of those
Like
on
that.
instead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lush.
So that's then your heart completed.
Well, you have definitely completed my heart, Deb.
Oh,
Thanks. That is a lovely demonstration, as per usual. How'd you fancy doing another one in? Oh, not long.
Ooh,
Hour and a half.
Hour and a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
This is the second kit. Petrified wood. In a way we very rarely see it. This is just one of the makes. It's coming up for you. Wait till you see that collection. Mwah! Before that, let me bring you, ooh, a hexagon. Top drilled
that's
hexagon
nice.
in the rose quartz.
You know the bail I did the other day with
Our
the
last show.
donuts?
Yes.
It would work with this. So, yeah, the loop.
That was such a cool design. If you haven't seen that, what day was it? Thursday mid-show. Is that right? Yeah. Thursday mid-show. Have a look back. Well worth looking. This would be great for that. So for anyone who didn't see that, just explain what it was.
So it was a loop, so a circle, and then a little length of wrapped wire up to another loop at the top, and then so it's actually like a pinch bail.
Yes.
But with loops.
And with a gemstone.
And
it was
with a gemstone,
made by
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Really, really, really cool technique. We have got beautiful artistry here, and what you're getting is quite a sort of subtle nod towards the 6-point star.
It
so you
is,
can
isn't
actually see the hexagonal shape in the girdle, which is the largest point, is mimicked, if I can hit it right, there you go, in the table. So that shape is mimicked perfectly. And then from the table, you'll see the 6-pronged star. Can you see that? So I think it's a really beautiful, elegant little nod to Christmas, nod to maybe the stars in your life, maybe a little nod to those people that you work with who just happen to be stars. I have got to you here 35 carats worth of your wonderful rose quartz. By the way, it's plastic on both sides. Nice sort of slimness to it, but there you go. It's lovely, that, isn't it? We are going to drop that price down. It is entirely natural, and it's just £7.95. If cut and artistry is your idea of a good time, exclusively cut for us. I adore K2 Jasper. I think it's one of those gemstones that we've only got in the last, would you say 18 months, maybe?
Ooh,
18
less
months,
than that.
maybe even 12 months?
Yeah, I think
Could be the last 12 months, couldn't it? And if it is, could this be a winner of Gemstone of the Year?
It is beautiful.
Because let's face it, we need something to come up against Labradorite, don't we? It's got a bit too comfortable as Labradorite.
Let's go lava kite.
Could do. Could do lava kite. Could.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We need something to shake up. Because basically we do a Christmas awards at the end of the year every year. And Labradorite's won 5 times out of 6.
Yes.
And I think it needs to be shaken up. It's a little bit like when... It's a little bit like the X Factor. Remember when the X Factor had come out, there'd be a winner, and then you could bet your money on the X Factor song being the Christmas *1.
Guaranteed, wasn't it?
And then who booked that trend? Killing in the Name of. Who sung that? Rage Against the Machine, 10 points. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine came and then took that guarantee away. Yeah? Let's change this year's Christmas #1 maybe. From Labradorite to something else. What would you be voting on? Let us know. But well done. This is coming up for you in a little bit, as I've said. I've also got the incredible connector as well. Let's bring... Oh, this was your second kit.
Oh,
Isn't that shape just stunning?
Yeah. I think it's such a cute shape for flower petals.
Stunning for it. They're almost like little plectrums, but amazed that we haven't called this purple garnet actually, but hey-ho. Definitely got that colour purple back palette to it, hasn't it? Yeah. But it's all right if we haven't, because we will have priced it accordingly. Obviously, if something's got purple garnet in the title, it is more than likely going to be more expensive than its counterpart. I am bringing to you these wonderful little centre drilled drops. And they're unusual because, well, they're a centre drill. Most drops, I would say, are drilled from top left to right.
Look at that colour.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? Yeah. It's a beautiful, rich colour.
Really,
and I love the fact that these are centre drilled as they are, because for simple makes, for quick makes. Now, this is a really, really long-winded way of explaining it, but I'm going to anyway. If you are brand new, the fact of the matter is, when you're looking at a drop like this and you're watching them like this, You might appreciate it and think, oh yeah, I'll grab that. You may well also get the drop shape when it's drilled from here to here. But when you are brand new, and I don't think anyone tells you this, top drill drops are so difficult to work with first time.
Yeah.
If I want to make a pair of drop earrings with a top drill drop, I have to get a piece of wire, thread the wire through, bend it up into a point, take one tail, wrap it around the base of that, but then it kind of shrinks down on itself and it overlaps, so I have to unwind it. Then I'll try again, and then the wire will snap because I've done it too many times, so I have to get another piece of wire, do the same again, bend it up into a triangle, maybe double it up this time, that's a bit stronger. Oh no, it's slipping down, what am I going to do with that side? I'm going to have to bring it back up, it goes bulky, it goes hefty. Then once I have managed to do that, use jump ring, put it on my shepherd hook. Top drill drop. That's how you have to do it. Centre drilled like this, I put it on a head pin and put it on a shepherd hook. Job's a good one.
Sorted.
So easy to do, and genuinely such a, don't get me wrong, top drilled drops is definitely a skill that you need to obtain, but for simplicity and ease, first thing first, just grab these whilst you can, because, you know, imagine doing, oh, there's so many Christmas decks, I can't find any of the jewellery, but, you know, the bubble style bracelet that we're always showing you, imagine doing that with these. That would be so easy to do. I wouldn't be able to do that easily with top drill drops, would I?
No, it'd take you a lot longer.
Take you a lot longer. These, on a head pin, happy days, loads of them. Maybe on that sterling silver bracelet base I did a second ago, an hour ago. You know the one I mean, the really sturdy bracelet base that I did, 7.5 inches.
Yeah, the long...
Something like this, with loads of them.
That'd be really lovely.
Oh, tasseling. I think that's going to look incredible. That is such an astonishing colour, and I know I've said it before, but I will say it again. When you're looking at that recording, you can see how we see this better in real life, and just see what I mean about the purples. Now, if this had been given the A-OK in the name of purple garnet, you would have been adding 20% to that price point, the original price point you'd have been adding 20% to. So actually, you're getting an absolute bargain here, because I think you've got the look of purple garnet, but nowhere near the price of your purple garnet. Imagine this. Actually, here's an idea, because what you'll see is at a point on the strand, they point in different directions. So for example, here, they're all pointing this way, and then you get to a point where they start pointing in the other direction. Imagine putting your connector to that and bringing it to you in a bit in the centre there. Or
nice.
Even flip it around and have them all pointing towards the connector.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty, wouldn't it? Very pretty. Well done. Okay, let me bring to you big, bold rounds.
Oh, they're nice.
Something about the sound of onyx. I think it's beautiful. 12 to 14 mil. Now these are huge. I brought you a similar size in the lava kite earlier on, which we took to less than a tenner, even though it should be more than that. I've also got, if you do like big bold rounds, ooh, 9.45. What do you like about this strand, please, Deb?
I just love how glossy they are. And the thing is that for me, when it's a plain polished gemstone, you really concentrate on the colour and the shape.
Yeah.
Because you're not being distracted by the sparkle. And I love that, because then when you're designing, you can focus on it as a shape, which is nice.
That's a nice description, I like that. And that focus, that focal look is beautiful. It's really bold, it's really sturdy, and what I like about it is I only need one of these to make a bit of a head turning stance, don't I?
Definitely. Yeah.
But I haven't got one. On my strand have got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. 14 on my strand. And we're going to roll it down and on price for you today. Big, bold, unisex pieces at just £8.95. That's 64p each. Less than a first class stamp. Yeah, it is. 70p. I mean, if you stick this onto the front of a letter, it ain't going to go very far, but, you know, it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Swings and roundabouts.
It's really nice. Really nice.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Actually, I was just pondering, that's a good word as well, if they're too big for a big cocktail ring, but actually the smaller ones there I think would work perfectly.
It's brilliant, that, isn't it? I really like that. I think it's such a beautiful, unique look. Would you or wouldn't you, be honest?
Yes.
Are you sure there was a question mark in your voice?
No. Yes. It's like
That's more of a question mark. No, you're right.
But yeah, I think that's a yes.
Yeah. What about with your lava kite?
Oh, definitely.
That's a definite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a beautiful strand. First time I saw pink opal in rounds was in a Van Cleef & Arpels design that had sold at, I want to say Christie's or Sotheby's. I think it was Christie's. And it sold for something like $750,000. And it was 27 perfect, pure rounds of opal in a necklace design, and then it had like a drop pair of earrings. Anyway, I saw it and I fell in love with the colour of it, which is just like identical pretty much to the colour of this. It's such a unique hue, and I like that it is opal in a different form, because opal, of course, is a birthstone. And opal is a birthstone that I've always been jealous of, because I just think when you think of stereotypical Ethiopian opal, you think of that fire, etc. But I'm even more jealous of it now because you can get it in such a range of colours.
Yes.
That maybe aren't apparent when, you know, you first go into the industry. This is an entirely natural opal that I'm bringing to you here. And when I bring to you perfect rounds such as this, I'm bringing to you something which has a usability to it that is simplistic. You know, these can be created in very, very simplistic designs. But the fact of the matter is that unlike maybe the Ethiopian counterpart that we traditionally think of, this has got a subtlety to it. We do not always want jewellery that high kicks and, you know, can-cans and, you know...
No, that's true.
Shows us its pantaloons.
Just a bit more restrained.
Restrained, yeah. I went very Moulin Rouge then. That was where my head was at with the pantaloon comment. But we don't always want that. We want something that is more restrained sometimes.
Yeah.
And that is exactly where this fits the bill. This is a gemstone which big companies are working with. Pandora is working with this at the moment, if you know Pandora and their well-known, highly regarded, renowned charms. Macy's have this in their stores in the USA. Selfridges also have this in a couple of collections. I can't remember the brand's name, but I saw them the other day. It is a big hitter at this moment in time, possibly with the sort of fashion trend of this year's colour of the year, which is of course that living coral colour. Nowhere near as rambunctious as this, yet still very much coral-like and in a similar vein. Bringing to you the workability, subtlety and beauty that only natural opal like this can give for £9.95. You couldn't get a half-decent bouquet of flowers for that price point, yet with this you are getting constant lasting beauty, in particularly as that colour, as I say, is natural. So it's not going to go anywhere, it's not going to, unless, you know, do something silly like you leave it in, I don't know, bright sunlight for day after day after day for years. But how about something like that? Yeah? What do you think?
Pretty.
Yeah, as a bracelet maybe.
It is. Looks very classy.
Very. Yeah. Especially the way you said it then. Classy.
Classy.
Do you actually say it like that?
Yeah.
Do you?
I do.
Oh.
I don't say classy.
No.
No.
Well done, one and
Yeah.
all. Ooh, I don't know how I nearly missed these. Wow. Cut nuggets we've called these. That is so not where my head's at. Little presents, little boxes these are.
Ooh, I like this one.
You pick your favourite. Which one's your fave? This one's Deb's, right here. And I can see why. Real personality. I'm feeling this one.
That one's nice.
I like that one. Sort of lickable like a humbug.
Don't.
Quite like... No, what? Don't what?
Don't lick it.
You can if you want to. Well, I'm not going to,
no.
but if you get it home and you wanted to, you could.
I suppose you could.
It is natural.
Yeah.
I have
nice.
got some serious colours within here that I wouldn't normally expect. Lots of greens coming through from this, considering it's natural. Oh, I love this one. It's like a Frozen Storm, isn't it? Frozen 2 comes out this Friday, doesn't it?
Does,
Shows a lot of people
I like that one as well, lavender.
Lavender, where?
That one you had your finger on.
This one?
It looked quite lavender.
No, you're
on
right, it
camera.
does on that side. Yeah, no, you're right. I love that this is entirely natural. I also love the fact that this has been created for us crafters. Do you know what I mean by that? I think when I see strands like this, the person who has stranded them has really had consideration for us as crafters, because I spend far too much of my life, you know, saying, for example, I want this one. You cut off the end of the strand, they all fall off. You say, oh, put them somewhere safe. I never remember where I put them. They go to the bottom of the crafting box somewhere, and I probably will never find them. It's like that sock, you know what I mean? They always lose. With this though, if I want that one, I cut that one, the rest stay where they're meant to be. So it's a really considerate strand that has been crafted here. Ooh. Every single one as unique as you and I. £12.95. I'll count them up for you quick. 2, 4, 6, 8. Then money. 24 approximately you're going to be getting on your strand, and that makes them approximately 54p per one, which is incredible considering how individual these ones are. Hey up, Michelle, good evening. All the way in gorgeous Knots. I used to live in Knots, only for a short time, but I did. I've got new bidders in on this one as well. Welcome to you. What would you do with one of these, please?
It's shouting tassel top.
Tassel
so you know
top.
the chain we had earlier. Use that.
The 5 metre.
Yeah. Use that for the sort of tasselage, and then this would be on top, and then on a long chain.
Love that.
And I'd use the same chain.
As the chain.
As the chain.
Very all-encompassing.
Yep.
I like that as an idea.
And the colour would work brilliantly with these.
What does that colour make you think of? Because it feels quite earthy, but I'm trying to think of times that I would actually see these amounts of sort of purpley blues earthy. I suppose in the sky, maybe.
Yeah.
Meant to be the coldest, what was it, Paul? Coldest day of the year so far?
Coldest night.
Coldest night.
Coldest night.
So, grab your hot water bottle.
Right.
And a hot toddy if you want. Why not? I know it's a school night, but one can't hurt. Well done, everybody. That is a gorgeous strand. Really good carat rate on that one. Let me bring... Oh, this is a pop and a half of colour. Wow. Zing.
Actually, with the lava kite, that would look fab.
Intrigue them all. Takes it down a notch, doesn't it? Quietens a bit.
It does slightly.
Tames it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like them together, actually. These neon colours are back in
they're
fashion.
everywhere. Yeah.
Shoes in particular.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I've not been shoe shopping for a while.
Neon yellow, neon pink, neon green. Shoes are... You can't even move for them.
I don't know if I'd do neon shoes because my feet are so big. It's
Like drawing attention.
Yeah.
What size feet do you have, if you don't mind me
8.
asking? That's not too massive because you're quite a tall lady.
I know. Yeah.
Balances.
Yeah, it balances.
We've got for you 300 carats worth here, and it's described as your rose red terra jasper. And we're going to give you a drop-down deal on these ones today. It's our perfect colour. It goes well with the Create Wear Share logo, doesn't it? £8.95 is your deal tonight, and as you can see, every single one of them is totally and completely unique. Maybe you do want to pair it with some rose style designs. You know the roses that like Spellbind Laura Binding does? I could imagine these in a neckline piece. Hey, maybe you could use them as berries on your wire work holly.
Yeah, you could. Zingy sort of berries.
Yeah. Yes.
Zingy.
Oh, yum yum. Zingy berries. £8.
That should be a thing.
What, a zingy berry? I think it is sometimes when they're not, like, they're either slightly past the best or slightly before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you get one and it makes you feel like your eyes, like gone a bit funny.
Fizzing in the face.
Yes.
You know, when it fizzes like...
Oh, I can't stand that. Yeah. You know, when you get it there sometimes and it actually hurts. It's here and here and you're like, ah! Yeah. Them zingy berries.
Yeah.
£8.95 for
That would be
you
nice.
today. That is just beautiful, isn't it? Very, very pretty indeed. Do not forget, I have got so much more to come. I've got sterling silver bee charms. I've got this incredible connector coming up for you really, really soon. Oh, only about 11, 12 mins. That's it, 11, 12 mins. But before all of that, let us go to one of the most intense mining regions on the planet. This, I think, is a beautiful connective gemstones because for all intents and purpose, it's a mineral and a gemstone in one. What I'm about to bring to you is something from some of the highest regions on this planet, which means it's incredibly difficult for us to be able to source, which I think makes it perfect for this collection we've created exclusively for you, because we've spent that time, effort, energy and care collecting this from those high peaks. Why not make something completely and unique and beautiful to let the diversity of this stone really sing? This really is aptitude meeting artistry. I mean, we talk about cutting gemstones a fair bit, don't we? And that's obviously a great thing. But actually, one thing that we don't always talk about is how different gemstones cut differently. We nearly always mention it with kyanite, don't we? We nearly always mention it with kyanite. And there are other certain gemstones, maybe iolite, for example, that we talk about cutting. But one thing we don't always talk about with K2 is why something like this is so perfect for a stone. This is a gemstone, is one of the nicest gems to cut as a lapidrist. It's one of the most beautiful to cut. And the reason for that is because it's the mineral of the white granite, which is often quite quartz based, with the pairing of your azurite, which is the blue spheres that you get within here. Now, because of those two ingredients in together, it is a predominantly feldspar gemstone, which means you're getting interest and intrigue, which is essentially pretty easy to cut. It polishes up nicely, it has a strength about it. So it's not like, for example, with kyanites, Russian dioxide, etc., whereby you're cutting it and something could happen and it's a complete loss. This has got a strength to it, which is why I think it's so nice that we've explored this in our exclusive collection. We've purchased the raw material and has had this individually cut for you here at Jewellery Maker. So it's an exclusive strand created for us. And I love that we've been able to work with our gemstones cutters and we've been able to understand and relate to their aptitude and skill within the gemstone cutting world. And they've been able to have fun and play with this, and boy, have they. I love the fact that when you get the azurite in here, which is those blue spheres, and they do generally appear spherical, it's sometimes hard for you to see in areas, but they are spherical. Sometimes it's hard to see because it depends if we've cut them flat, and sometimes it's hard to see because two spheres can form quite close to one another, such as that one there, so it kind of goes a little bit more oval. But as a general rule, they form in perfect spheres, perfect spherical elements. So I love that we've almost gone with that spherical, continual, beautiful rounding movement with the shape. Mimics it beautifully. So, from one of the most unique mining regions on the planet, all the way to be connected with our buying team here in Jewellery Maker, for that to then be sent out to our incredible gemstone cutting team in Jaipur, to then have been created uniquely and designed uniquely by them for you. All of that work, all of that time, all of that effort, all of it natural, and all of it today for just £14.95. Now that, when you think of how unique this is astonishing, and it really truly is, especially with the quality of this one.
Yep. Yeah, and each one of those is a really good sized piece.
Yes, yeah.
Isn't it?
Let me show you one of the larger ones as well. You know, all the way from like the side view. You see how big that is? That's
got
serious.
a good sized drill hole too.
Yes, it has. Imagine this on a bracelet, and how that's going to roll, and how you're going to be able to see all of the individuality. If you like your fiddle rings, etc.
Yeah, make really tactile pieces that
really
move.
tactile, playful pieces that you can have a lot of fun with working with these. I think you've got a serious amount of beauty here. And again, it's for ladies and it's for gents. It's got that frozen lake kind of scene to it. It's completely and absolutely natural and real. And it really is something oh so different, oh so unique. And it is something as well that I personally, this could just be me, I've personally never ever seen this in a shop.
No, I haven't.
Never.
No. Only seen it here.
No.
And I absolutely love it. And the blue that you get is just a really beautiful colour.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a real, azure blue, isn't it?
It is. It is. Gorgeous.
Almost oceanic. It's divine. Well done. $14.95 today. Nice work on that one. Let me bring to you something which is going to go with pretty much everything.
Little snowballs.
Yeah, you're right. We have got for you here your triple I agate. And what you've got with the triple I agate is something which I think will go really nicely with your Shiva's eye. Could even go really, really nicely in like a small dragon's eye design. You know, usually we do dragon's eye with the big glass cabs. You could do something a little bit more genteel maybe with this. I'm bringing to you 150 carats worth. Every single one of them is going to be faceted. And you're looking at around about 8 millimeters. Not centimetres, as the graphics say. Deb, have you been writing them graphics?
I was going to say, it wasn't me.
8 millimetre stones. We have got for you a rolling down deal now, and your price point again for these ones, bargainacious, £4.95, and that is it. If you fancy grabbing it, this is your chance. I'm going to show you with a few other goodies that we've had on thus far in the show. I like a lot.
I like that. It's very fresh.
Yeah, it is. Adds a little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. I do actually.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Bit more of a zing. Woo. Maybe even touch of the theolite. The theolite, remember, were in cabochons. I did 3 cabochons. They should be $24.95, but I added this strand and this wire and I made the whole kit $21.95. I know. Makes 0 sense. But hey, we're Jewellery Maker. £4.95. There is so much more to come, and I am very excited to tell you that this astonishing connector is coming up for you. It is a timeless elegance. It is brand new. I'm sorry to say I've got just shy of 80. So if you fancy grabbing your hands on it, join us after this break.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Alison Terry designer here, really excited. Just been filming my latest DVD with Zena. It's all about the nativity with seed beads. So on this DVD, you're going to learn how to make Mary, Joseph, the baby Jesus, of course, and we also take you through how to make the wise men and the shepherds. And it's launching this Wednesday on the Mid Show.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
There are certain terms that we would use for jewellery, and I think that sometimes there are certain gemstones which will have those terms connotated to them. So for example, if I said pearls to you, a word that might spring to mind may well be, you know, vintage, chic, etc. If I said to you, I don't know, neon apatite, you may well think about being quite modern, it being quite contemporary. There are very, 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 very few elements that will take those two very juxtaposing ideas and tie them in together. And when they do, I would describe that as timeless. In my opinion, this brand new solid sterling silver element is the most timeless connector I have ever brought to you. It makes me think of historic pieces of jewellery. It makes me think of modernity. It makes me think of luxury. When I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the detail, it says expense to me. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking of sort of Edwardian jewellery. When we think about, well, when I think about Edwardian jewellery, my mind instantly goes to platinum. That beautiful vintage looking metal was used massively in the Edwardian era. And if you don't know what platinum looks like, genuinely, it looks like the metal in this. It genuinely does. This is actually silver, but platinum has almost a slightly darker back palette to it, which, because of how encrusted this is with high shine sparkling cubic zirconia, it looks platinum. That's how it looks to me. When I think about that Edwardian platinum jewellery, I'm thinking about the Edwardian jewellery and I'm thinking about the intricacy that Edwardian jewellery was famous for. Edwardian jewellery was known for that element and the intricacy and the almost lace-like qualities that you would get. Mill graining is sometimes it's referred to as, and mill graining itself is essentially when you would get your metal and you create these very, very small, tiny bead-like features, almost like a border. And this kind of effect is very, very popular in the Edwardian era, and it makes something look more ornate. It makes something look more decadent. And actually, when you look very, very closely to the cubic zirconia, that mill graining is almost present within there, and it does add intricacy. It adds that lace-like look. Can you see it just on all of these sections which are unfurling out from that centre? Those kind of little delicate beads. That work, that intricacy is timeless. It's ageless. And in fact, sort of that technique was also really, really popular in Art Deco era. So I'm talking sort of more late deco period, kind of 1930s, you know, as apart from the start of it, where you think of early deco maybe more floral, you think of late deco more like this, more intricate, more filigree. So this is like kind of Edwardian meets Art Deco meets present time, because you've got that void space in the centre, which is so on trend with some big designers. I'm thinking Chopard, I'm thinking Ashley Clark, I'm thinking Monica Vinader. You know, this is timeless. And when you're getting something that is as timeless as this, for me, it is a must-have in your jewellery collection. In particular, as not only is this so timeless, so I know that I could wear this today, I could wear this in 2 years' time, 10 years' time, I could give this to someone in 30 years' time. Not only is it the fact that it looks so beautifully stylish and timeless, but also for us crafters, it's the workability. How many connectors have you seen that are as bold and as beautiful as this, but also have a full 360 essentially access point for you to add more onto? Every single one of these little segments here can easily house a gemstone, can easily house a jump ring to have charms coming from, can easily hold 1, 2, maybe even 3 of your featherweight head pins to add more elegance to this. One of the gemstones, or connectors should I say, would beautifully house a genuine gemstone such as this. It has timeless beauty, but also versatility. I adore the fact that this gemstone, connector, is so individual. I love the fact that it is brand new. The only thing I don't love about it is that I have just shy of 80. Tell a lie, had. I'm doing you a launch price right now, so please seize this moment. I'm going to grab some of these if I can. For all of that metal, for all of that detail, let me flip it over. Just see, all of the little access points in here is a cubic zirconia that has been set into this. Just look at how sensational that is. That skill, that time, that effort, that element. You could definitely get a cabochon in there,
Yeah,
absolutely. Could. I mean, you know, if I, for example, put this stone culet down so it kind of fits in that point. Look, you can see it's kind of perfectly sleek to it almost, can't you?
Yeah.
So that if I just put my hand at the back of it there, it kind of holds it in place a little bit, just to give you that idea, see? I know my hand's at the back of it, so it's made it very, very dark, but give you an idea of it, doesn't it? £6.95. Hello to Shona. Are you planning on doing earrings, Shona? Oh, you might be. I don't know why I said it like that. Sarah's in. She's getting a few.
And make like almost like a locket.
Bear with. You could actually do a locket with this, couldn't you? Because you've got the access points there. So you could put, say,
a little hinge.
2 jump rings or something like that as a simple hinge.
Yep.
Oh, I love it,
locket.
I love it, I love it.
And if you put a gemstone inside, you'd see it, wouldn't you?
Well, you're just showing off now.
I know, yeah.
You know, you could solder it. Yeah, you could solder it. Good idea, Paul. Yeah, good idea. £6.95. Many people multi-buying. I've got Nottinghamshire multi-buying. I've got Fife multi-buying. I've got County Antrim multi-buying. I've got Northumberland multi-buying. I've got Cheshire multi-buying. I've got Karen. No location, just Karen.
Karen
multi-buying.
of the world.
Karen, location, world.
Yeah.
Milky Way. The universe. I have also got, where was I? Merseyside's multi-buying, Tyrone and Weir's multi-buying. I've got Lancashire multi-buying, Greater London multi-buying, Bristol multi-buying, Aberdeenshire multi-buying, Cornwall multi-buying, and those are my multi-buyers at this moment in time. There are loads of people buying ones as well, but just thought focus on the multi-buyers for now. That is so spectacular. Let me just, oh, I would.
Yeah,
I would.
me too. Yeah.
So would.
Yep.
Right, here's a little bit of an odd one. Oh, can I balance that? Can I? Because I... Oh, no, I can.
Oh, look
I
at
can.
that.
Imagine wire, say 1 mil, sterling silver.
Yep.
Simple loop there. Go around my finger, whoop, and then up into this one.
Yeah.
Whoop. Okay, I need 3 now. I need 3 because I bought loads at that sterling silver weekend, and I got these lovely hammer effect sterling silver earrings with the pearls in. And yeah, I'm thinking earrings with a pearl hanging down from one loop.
That's what
and then a ring
earrings.
with another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, ring with
I want
another.
earrings.
Oh, do you know what? That's what I was just going to say, Paul. I swear, just going to say that, yeah. Like a strand of pearls and just have it rested, just there.
Yeah.
Beautiful idea. 6,000. Do you know what? At that price point, truthfully, I could get all 4 and I'm not going to be breaking the bank, but what I am going to be doing is making some seriously stunning pieces of jewellery. And remember, it's personalisation with Claire McDonald tomorrow afternoon on the Rudge Show. Oh yeah, we're doing personalisation, which, as you know, at this time of year is huge. Something like this, maybe with like a personalised birthstone or whatever,
Birthstone,
hanging from it would be fantastic. Really, truly it would. And do you know what? Really easy. If you've got like a 2 mil stone, you just wanted to spend it in there, you could really easily do that.
Yeah,
with 0.4 wire or something, attach it onto there, pull it across, attach it back on, job's a good one.
Yeah.
Here's a weird one, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Imagine that in a dragon's eye design. So this is the dragon eye, and you do wire work from it. What do you think?
Yeah. Nice.
Some people at home think that is the worst idea they've ever heard. But not everyone.
And some think it's the best.
Sense it. Some think, the best is a bit of a stretch. I'm not sensing that.
Some think it's okay.
Yeah, average at best. How's about I bring to you some solid sterling silver findings. Let me just grab them out. I've literally got 11, which is officially very limited.
Ooh, look at those shepherd hooks. They're really substantial.
They are, aren't they?
Nice.
I like that. There's a lot of sterling silver in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I quite like the way you said yeah.
Yeah.
Then. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It reminds me of how I used to say yeah when I was at school.
When you were like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm even thinking a little bit older than that.
Oh, really?
I'm thinking more
14?
like 13, 14.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
are you going to do that? Yeah. You know, sort of the days of speak to the hand because the face ain't listening and all that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was as cool at school as I am now. So not very. £4.95 with your solid sterling silver. You're getting everything you can see on screen. 20 pieces in total, including but not limited to a pair of your shepherd hooks and 4 of your head pins. So you're getting oodles going on in there, as well as your clasps, of course, jump rings and your not coverers, let's say.
You what?
Not coverers. Or your crimp covers.
Oh, crimp covers.
But they can be knot coverers, can't they?
I thought you said nut coverers. I was thinking,
oh. Why don't to cover nuts?
No, I just want, no.
In jewellery?
Cashews. I'm very partial to a cashew nut.
Plain cashew or salted cashew?
No, I found some that are honey roasted. Have you tried them? They're amazing.
I think I have as well. I'll tell you one thing I have partaken in. Salt and pepper cashews.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They're amazing, says Leah. Agreed. See it again, Poppy. Nout in there. Nout in there. Bee charms. Must start by. Let me bring to you the bees. Solid sterling silver bees. It's definitely a signifier of so much. When you think of bees, you think of the beehive, you think of a collaboration, you think about individual communities working together. You may well think also about sort of the benefits as well of bees. You know, we talk a lot about bees and their importance to our environment at this moment in time. You know, you can buy like packets of seeds, can't you, that have the little bee logo on, which essentially says that they promote bees, they promote sort of the health and longevity of bees. You also probably think a little bit about the Manchester worker bee, maybe, of course, which has always been connotated with the Manchester worker bee has always been something which is long-standing, but of course is very much at the forefront of our mind over the last few years. I am bringing to you now that beautiful design, that wonderful motif that signifies so much, and I'm bringing it to you in solid sterling silver. And actually, when we consider, you know, the environmental connotations, the historic connotations, the worker bee connotations with the bees, solid sterling silver is perfect for it. You know, it's perfect. It's something which has a luxury. It's something that has a decadence. Can I also just say to you, if you did want to type into your search engine, sterling bees.
Oh, yes.
Good memory.
Good memory.
Good memory.
I'm impressed.
If you do, and you go into the shopping section, or it might even just be at the top of the page, there is a well-known crafting store known online, known as Etsy. Yeah, they've got adverts now. Have you seen? Yeah, good. They've got Christmas adverts. But yes, one bee, which looks oh so similar, $8.99 by itself, and then potion packaging on top. I'm bringing you 3 for $8.95, which I think is a brilliant opportunity. And if you did want to sell them off at $8.99 each, go ahead, treat yourself. Why not? Because again, it is a motif that people are looking for. It's a motif that people understand. And you're looking at 1.10 grams in each bee, approximately. So if you do fancy grabbing it, do so. And it does say 95 on the back of the wing. Moon earrings.
I like these.
My gosh, I've not seen these. Oh, I'm obsessed. Oh, darn it. I promised myself I wasn't going to spend anything today. Well, I've absolutely ruined it. Oh, and they're handed.
Yeah,
oh.
They are.
Handed earrings. It means there's a left and a right. Oh my gosh, I love these. Sorry, I've not seen these before. I'm obsessed with the moon. When I was younger, my dad used to work away, and you know, when you're younger, you miss your dad a lot, and etc. etc. And my dad used to say, if you look up at the moon and you send it a kiss before you go to bed, then I'll look up at the moon wherever I am in the world that evening, and then it'll send the kiss back. So I have always appreciated sort of the presence of the moon and the look of the moon and the waning of the moon and the shape of the moon. This is absolutely stunning design. Look, it's
lovely,
these kind of
it?
crescent moons that have almost caught these stars.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that design. Wow. And literally, let me just remind you, I did that sterling silver findings pack before, didn't I?
Perfect. Get the two together. Yep.
Et voila. Oh, sorry, drop it.
Voila.
Come back.
Indeed.
I wouldn't even need a jump ring.
No.
$7.95 for the pair. And you wouldn't even necessarily need a jump ring, because this is the type of finding where you can use your tweezers, use your pliers, not like this, but you can literally turn it to the side if you want to loop it through that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
£8.20 if you use this finding and you get the earrings. So you can make the earrings for that price. That's brilliant, isn't it? That really
brilliant.
is. And you are getting a pair, and I'll just show you what I mean by handed. You stay there, and here's your other one. So there you go. So you can wear them whichever way you want. You could wear them inwards, or you could wear them in your earrings, in the ears. That way it's absolutely totally up to you. Winter wedding, says Tom. Yeah, why not? Day to night. Oh, it's personalisation tomorrow. I quite like the idea of using your engraving tool and engraving like maybe an initial or a letter even on each one. Because you could, if you're good at engraving, you could even write names.
Yeah.
Couldn't you? Something like that. And I'm saying earrings because that's what springs to mind because of the shape of them. But these can be charms.
Yeah.
So you could do this on a card with really nice, you know, handwriting saying something like love you to the moon and back around it, you know. Oh, I love them. Oh, so beautiful. Wow, right, let's move on to rose quartz now. Oh, I really like them. Please remind me to buy them. I hate when I get home and then I've forgotten.
Yeah.
Let me bring something very dainty and delicate now. Go great with your kit earlier on. Quite like this with the thulite. What do you like about this strand, please, Deb?
4mm rounds. That's my favourite in terms of, well, one of my favourites. So it's either got to be dead chunky or a 4mm or 2mm round. And it's just a perfect size for either creating something that's quite delicate, or you can build them up and use lots of them, and then you can create something more statement.
That's lovely.
So actually those, you know, when I was saying about stitching around the lava kite with seed beads,
Yes.
you could use these
Great
and
idea.
stitch around the lava kite with these.
Lovely plan. I think you've got that beautiful delicacy here, inch size, but quite bolder personality.
Yeah.
Don't forget this has got a neon thread running through it, so if you want that drill hole to be, $3.95. If you want that drill hole to essentially be invisible, don't use a neon thread through it. Pretty much any other colour you want, actually. You know, clear is obviously going to make it basically invisible. Even a baby pink will make it more subdued.
Yeah.
Or go for white or a cream colour. If you don't want to see that drill hole, then just don't use the neon thread. But if you like that colour kind of protruding through, then keep it as is, because as long as you're careful, you can reuse the thread. In particular, as this thread is doubled over, so that means you're getting double the length of thread in there for £3.95. Well done, Alison in Greater. I don't know why I said like that.
Alison.
Why did I say it like that? Nice work, Alison. Like, if that is your real name.
Yeah. Alison?
Thanks, Alison. I don't know why I said it like that. It's so odd.
That was funny.
Alison, you're ace. I do believe your name is Alison as well. I love top drilled
Fruity.
rounds.
I do as well. I love top. Do you know, and we didn't see them for ages.
You're so right.
And you know when Marie goes on buying trips?
I do.
And she says, what do you want? And
Yeah.
I said, top drilled.
Why
rounds.
did you say top drilled?
Top
like
drilled
that?
rounds. I might have even put it in capital letters.
Wow.
Because I just love the way they sit.
Agreed.
And they're, if you use them in a ring, they work really nicely because you connect
voila.
it, you sort of put your wire through at the bottom, but there's the majority of the gemstone sits proud.
Yeah.
And then you can wrap around and it just looks amazing.
I think, for me anyway, if I'm doing rings, rings are my most worn piece of jewellery, but
Yeah.
least made piece of jewellery.
Yeah.
Because when I get centre drilled rounds, and I do have to do that bit, I always want to cover the holes, don't know why.
Yeah.
I find that I hide half the stone, and
Yeah.
that kind of annoys me. Top drilled rounds,
Yeah, it's perfect.
absolutely perfect for it. I also love the fact that if I pair this one, so if I want to do something really, really delicate, let's imagine I've got, I bet a lot of you have at home, have you got any centre drilled rounds of lapis lazuli at home? Yeah, bet you have. Imagine just centre drilled rounds next to this, and just that one, it's
Yeah.
not big, it's not bold, it's not like too massive, but your attention's going to be drawn to it.
It wakes your eye up. So you're going along. No, that sounds really weird.
Yes.
But do you know what I mean?
Yes,
It's
I
like
do.
you're going along the Strand, and then it's like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
And you stop and pause, and you look a little bit closer. And in terms of your wire work as well, if you incorporate it into a wire work design with centre drilled rounds, then the way it sits will again look. It's almost like you look at it and say, so how have you actually connected that, because you expect it to be a centre drilled.
Yes, I agree with you.
It's just really nice to have that variety.
Yeah. It adds interest, it adds texture, and that is what creativity is often about, isn't it? You know.
Definitely.
Good price for a bead scoop strand, because let's face it, it is a bead scoop strand, isn't it? I can't guarantee you exactly what gemstones you're going to get. I can tell you I've got amethyst on mine, I've got lapis lazuli, I've got rose quartzes, I've got amethyst, aventurine on this. Yeah, chalcedony on here. I've got plenty. But I'm not sticking there in price. Oh no. You're going to love working with this shape. I really think so. £12.95. So if you're just doing rings, let's think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20, 23, 24, 25, about 26 rings. Was it 26 or 27? I played it down. 50p approximately per ring. That's it. 50p per ring. And it's going to give you such a sensational look. And it's also really, really nice for a design like this.
Yeah.
Because it could sit proud.
It's going to sit higher out of the wire work.
So if I find one, I don't want to hit my mic, but if I find one that's maybe a bit smaller, it's going to sit higher. See how it'll sit proudly? Ooh!
Oh, you could mix all of the colours into that. It'd be really...
Yes, please.
Really
You could even ombre it.
Yeah, you could.
Petrified wood jasper and more gemstones coming up in the kit in around about half an hour. £12.95 is your current standpoint on this though. Grab it whilst you can. Should be 20 quid. Let's go. This is what I was holding up to my ear before in the break. I think this is beautiful. It's got like a... Is it a conch shell? Isn't it? I love this. Look at that.
Oh.
And you can see in it.
Oh.
Tracy's in. Hey up, Tracy. Say hello. Hey, beautiful Becky. Oh, well, I never. Lovely to see you, darling. Love, Tracy. I am sending you a Christmas gift soon.
Ooh.
Tracy. Oh, I love that. Thank you. It's gorgeous to see you too. Thanks for texting in, you wonderful lady. Oh, a Christmas gift.
How exciting.
As you know, I'll send you a Christmas card back, as always. Oh, Trace, that's lovely of you. Let me show you what I've got here. A spiral shell. Now, I think that is so beautiful. It's completely hollow, but the inside is like slightly mattified, isn't it? Almost diamond cut. It's not on the inside, but it is almost diamond cut. Just give it a little pivot. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that, but... Use your imagination. Anyone else thinking?
Snowman. Snowman's nose.
A carrot? Yeah. I was thinking more. No, not
Unicorn.
Correct.
Although I don't know if that's the right noise for a unicorn.
Yeah, but that's what you went with.
Yeah,
Could be
it
a
is.
unicorn horn, couldn't it?
It could.
I have got, oh blimey. I have got, I'll hold it that way. There you go. I have got for you here a big solid sterling silver element. Very reminiscent of your, maybe summer holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It has so got a feeling of that, Paul, you're totally right. The caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. Ooh.
Oh, you could make him a little face.
You could, what out of?
Polymer clay.
Great, I'm there. I have got 3.5 grams worth of your solid sterling silver, £14.95. I think this is very reminiscent of your holidays. You know, if you have got, maybe you went on your holidays and you collected some nice sea glass, or maybe you went on your holidays and you collected some nice shells, but maybe you don't actually make jewellery out of those pieces. This is maybe a little remembrance. It's beautiful. Yeah. Nothing stopping you using a resin in that as well. You could actually fill it, flood it with resin to create a colour. Yeah. Maybe put in, so for example, spellbinding or binding in her house, near her booze cabinet, if I'm honest. She has like a cabinet with different wines, etc. in, and she has a little jar there, which is sand from the Sahara Desert when she, her and TT, her husband, went on their honeymoon. And yeah, imagine clear resin and sprinkling like some sand or something in there. Yeah, you know, from a holiday you've been on or whatever. Could be quite nice.
You could also patina it and then polish it back, so then you'll really see that spiral.
That's a lovely
texture.
idea. And it'll give you slightly, because this is so high shine, isn't it? It'll give you more of a sort of platinum look like this that I did for you only half an hour ago. It's still available, but I will let you know. There was definitely half the stock went, judging by my, 3/4 I'm being told. Yeah, oh, aye, 3/4. So it is still available if you want that connector. It was new tonight. £14.95. Well done, good work. Love that one. Let's go crazy lace agate. You're going to like these. Stop peeping.
I can't see. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. This is artwork from Mother Nature.
Wow.
Which one are you looking at? That one. This is sublime.
Wow.
Now, just as a reminder, you know, you love artwork, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I do.
You've studied art, haven't you?
Yes.
You know, and you've always had sort of a penchant for it. You're not only into jewellery making, you do other crafts as well, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I do all sorts of other stuff as well.
And you used to
including painting.
Painting, yeah. And you used to paint and sort of decorate furniture and things, didn't you?
Yep.
When you're looking at this, is this therefore sparking off the artist side of your brain, the jewellery maker side of your brain, the painting side of your brain? Do you know what I mean?
I think it just talks to both.
Yeah, simultaneously.
Yeah. Because you've got all of that colour and texture and pattern, and it looks like you've got layers and layers and layers of paint. And then, oh, that one's amazing. And then the shape of it is just really strong, dynamic shape.
Yeah.
And do you know, tying it in with the furniture, I think these, actually, you could use them as handles on a chest of drawers or a jewellery cabinet or something like that. Because they're just really tactile pieces, aren't they? So put cord through and basically put the two ends of the cord through a drill hole in a drawer and tie a knot at the back.
Got you.
And that's going to form a handle.
Beautiful idea. Love that idea because that is so quirky
gorgeous.
And fabulous.
Yeah, it look amazing.
And this is £17.95
Wow,
for
that's
something
really
that
good.
is actually hitting a few points that I wouldn't expect other gemstones to.
No.
You know, your ideas there, it really is giving you something extra.
I love that one coming up. The colours in that next one.
Yeah.
In which hand?
This
Which
one,
hand? Yeah, that one there. It's so totally different to the ones next to it. And I just love that. It's really gentle. That would look beautiful, that one in particular, with the pink opal we had earlier.
Hey, even with the mookaite, you know.
With the mookaite, yeah.
I did
definitely.
this mookaite earlier on, and I've got this mookaite coming up.
Yeah.
Which $9.45 on that, which could work beautifully
that's
alongside
really
it,
nice.
couldn't it?
Yeah.
And I will also say, let's just talk about the drill hole.
It's huge.
I would not be surprised if you could put a 2mm cord through that.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, really,
Definitely.
you could, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Well done, well done, well done.
I might have to get a few of those.
Yeah. Oh, I love this strand. I saw this strand the other day. I absolutely, completely adore it. I think it's so beautiful. So kyanite is a gemstone that is very much respected. I actually mentioned it earlier on, didn't I, when I was talking about the K2 Jasper, saying people like cutting this because it's so easy to cut. And I actually use this as the antonym, and I said, you know, people find it really hard and therefore can be quite frustrating to cut kyanite. I am bringing to you kyanite now, and one of the reasons it is so difficult to cut is because of the natural formation of this, and it can quite easily shatter on the bench, even just by being polished in slightly the wrong direction. Because of that, this gemstone needs to be absolutely taken care of in your jewellery, just like pearls do. Pearls are one of the most particular gemstones. You have to be really careful when you're wearing pearls. They need to be respected, they need to be trusted, they need to be loved. Like with opal, Ethiopian opal, exactly the same. They need to be respected, they need to be loved. Kyanite is in those same realms with pearls and with your opal. And the fact of the matter is that if you are working with a big, say, round of kyanite, if you are not careful and you maybe, you know, caught that on the handle of something, or you accidentally sort of grazed it against a wall or your car door or something like that, you will scratch it. And that is why when you're getting 3D pieces, domed pieces of kyanite, I always say, please be really, really, really careful with this. I'm not going to say it on this strand, because you get the bold look, but they're flat.
Yeah.
So from a distance, these look like 3D rounds. If these were 3D rounds, I'd be having a 7mm round there, which would literally stick out, and me being as clumsy as I am, that would absolutely thwack against anything. But if I just show you, look, Look at how slender and sleek and connected that is to me. And that is because they give you that bold look of a perfect round, but they are so much more in tune and in sync and in line with the skin.
Yeah.
So you're less likely to catch this. And why on earth would you want to catch something like this when that natural colour is as effervescent as you see in this strand? That quality of colour protrudes from this with such vigour. And that again is because of its great quality.
Definitely, yeah.
That is not a treated stone that we're offering to you here. You know, if I just remind you briefly how it can look in raw material, just put this piece of rough next to it. These are the kind of colours that you're seeing. You see how much kind of grey and silver you're seeing protruding from this? Well, this, even if I hold it right next to it, that just looks like a whole different gemstone almost, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's incredible. And that is because, well, to be totally honest, it's because if this, in the raw material, were big pieces of top class quality, it wouldn't be sold off as a specimen.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't. But because this is such good quality, you're getting that beauty of colour and you're getting that beauty of look and lustre and appeal. I brought you this strand just a few days ago. I will be honest, I had wiped out of my mind that it was under 50 quid. I had definitely wiped out from my mind that it was £24.95 only. Because this to me is one of my favourite gemstones. This to me is one of the gemstones which sort of sparks the gemologist side of my brain, the you know, lover of gemology and geology as I do. And this talks to the crafting side. It also just talks to the side of my brain that goes, wow, that is the type of blue that is transcendent to me.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That is really very, very special strand.
That with the connector, with the, that would... I nearly didn't say that because I was so...
I love that idea.
Just excited by the...
I love that
colour of
idea.
that strand. That...
Yes, please.
Yeah.
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 Yes,
Perfect.
please. That is luxury now. I mean, selling something like that on, we're talking boutique, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely very high end. Mm-hmm. And it looks it, doesn't it? It just shouts high-end luxury.
This is genuinely, and this could well just be me, this is genuinely, if I saw that, let's say in a bracelet, and I saw that being sold for £40, I would not buy it.
No.
I would think that that was base metal, and I would think that this was fake. I would think it was a glass or a plastic. Yeah. If I saw that in a bracelet design at 40 quid, I would not buy it.
Maybe 140.
Yes. Yeah. I'd be fine with that. Yeah. I'd be fine with that. I'd actually pick it up and look at it if it had that price point attached to it. 100%. It's like I was at the Chester market the other day, and there's lots of little stalls there, and there's one stall that's an extra long one. It's like a stall that you can go into and walk along. And they had these lovely little like houses with sort of fake snow on the rooftop, just little ornaments, you know, you can put lights and stuff in them. And there was some that were quite big and beautiful looking. And literally went to pick one up. Oh no, actually, sorry, looked at it first, and I looked at it and it said £35, and it was really big and ornate. I thought, what? So I went to pick it up and I was like, that's why. It was lightweight, it was obviously like an MDF, it was kind of, you know, like a mock thing. And I thought, actually, that now makes sense, that price point.
Yeah.
But if someone had just said to me, buy this for 80 quid, I would have expected it to have been a luxury. It's amazing what price point can, you know,
it is.
Put in your mind.
It is.
Well done, everyone. That is a stunner. Let's do, where are you? He's hiding in the corner. Anyone do an impression of a dolphin?
Leah.
Yes. Yes, Leah. Where? Pardon? Oh, I'm a bit croaky. Oh, she's been... Oh, yeah, that was good. Oh, that's like a baby. That is the perfect sound for this charm. Little dolphin. Oh, that is so cute. I have got for you now your dolphin charm. Now, a dolphin signifies togetherness, doesn't it? And also intelligence.
Yes.
Of course. When we think of dolphins,
very clever.
we think of intelligence. This has got, let me just turn that around so you can see. This has got a separate clasp to it. And for me, now this is just me personally, I think I've got 2 elements here. I would just have that charm straight onto a chain and I'd use that as the clasp for something else, but that is just me. This, of course, because it's got the clasp on it, can be a interchangeable charm. You know that bracelet I brought to you earlier on?
That'd work really nicely, actually.
Good size for it, because you remember I showed how the clasp would actually do up throughout the chain?
Yep.
That's going to work perfectly. I did a 7.5-inch bracelet chain with clasp included earlier on that's perfect for charms. Don't know if we've got any left, but it's worth a look on JewelleryMaker.com, isn't it, really? I've got for you your 95 charm. Should be, and I will just show you it's 95 on the back as well. Should be £12.95. Good for a charm price at half the cost, isn't it? £8.95 is your deal on that one today. If you do fancy it, now is your chance to dive on in. Oh, didn't even mean to do that. Sorry. And grab it. £8.95 for you today. Maybe you could, you know, I'm thinking of this like in a bracelet or something blue, maybe.
Yeah. Or earrings. I think it's a nice size
I'm
for
not necessarily
earrings.
saying this together. I just want to remind you. November's birthstone. Coming up for you.
Very nice example of November's
A
birthstone.
fantabulous example, actually. Dare I say?
Yeah, you dare.
I dared.
Because you did.
Yes, £8.95 for you on that one today. I think that's so pretty. Especially for those dolphin lovers, because a lot of people have that on the bucket list. Dancing with dolphins? What? Swimming with dolphins?
That's a new one.
Dancing with dolphins?
Dancing. Yeah, there's a show in that, you know.
Wasn't the one called something like that? Singing with wolves? No, what's that? Dancing with Wolves. There's where I've got confused. Not Oscar winning, apparently. Not. He won Best Director. And apparently he wrote the screenplay. You learn everything you didn't know you wanted to know.
Everything covered there, hasn't he?
Covered it all. Show off.
Yeah.
Let me bring to you 150 carats worth now of your fossil jasper.
They're lovely colours.
Great with your petrified wood coming up in a bit.
Yeah,
in your kit,
definitely.
Actually. I've got 150 carats worth here, and you have got...
Nice with the mookaite, yeah.
Yeah. Great pairing, actually, them together. I did
Really
that earlier
good.
on. Fossil jasper does what it says on the tin, essentially. It has that fossil-like beauty to it. And you have got in here some that are more subtle than others. So let me show you. For example, you see you get at different moments, you get that sort of fossil-like beauty in these. So every single one of them is that thumbprint of Mother Nature. Totally and absolutely natural. This strand all the way from Indonesia, and today you've got 150 carats worth on it. 8 mils are a go-to shape, and in fact, a while ago, do you remember when Jewellery Maker had a thing called the hub?
Yes.
Yes, the hub.
The hub.
We did the hub. It was about 6 months, maybe. It was a while, wasn't it? Yeah. And we used to have our floor manager at the time, Cassie, who used to essentially ask you a question and then you would vote on it, and we'd move to like a different part of the studio, wouldn't we? We'd deliver the hub.
Yeah.
And yes, I remember on the hub, you being asked what is your favourite shape and size of gemstone, and you voted 8 mil rounds. And I would stand by this and say, I think it's still going to be a very, very popular one to this day. 8 mil rounds are standard. Want to make a ring? Go for an 8 mil.
Yeah.
Want to make an earring? 8 mil. Bracelet, 8 mil. Necklace, 8 mil. Hairband, 8 mil. Anklet, 8 mil. Choker, 8 mil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the idea.
Everything, doesn't it?
You get the idea. I am dropping this down for you today. £6.95 only. That is all you're paying for this one, and it really is a splendid look and appearance because you get all of that workability in its shape and size. And it is only £6.95 today. So if you do fancy grabbing it, info's at the bottom of your screen as to how exactly you would get involved. And I don't know about you, but I quite like the idea of it with the shell as well. It's a bit seaside, isn't it?
Yeah, with the colours.
£6.95 for you today. Well done, one and all. There are bead quality gemstones. There are, at the other end of the scale, museum quality gemstones. And then there are gem quality gemstones. What I'm about to offer to you here is definitely in those upper echelons of quality. I am bringing to you now all of the characteristics that I, as someone who did my AJP, accredited jewellery professional, became an AJP years and years and years ago, and since then have worked with different organisations from different parts of the world to actually get gemology qualifications along the way. I have been taught for certain things to look for in high quality gemstones that will then connotate higher price points per carat. I have been taught to look for, of course, the traditional 4 C's, you know, carat, cut, clarity and colour, as well as other things. If we're basing this purely on the basis of the 4 C's that we want to look for, being good carat weight, it's different for every gemstone. With a citrine, if you're getting over a carat, you're onto a winner. Also, if you're bringing clarity, there's no inclusions, there's nothing stopping that light. Also, we're looking for a beautiful cut, which means that the cut can be whatever you like, but you need it to be even, you need it to balance out. And also, we're looking for a great colour. A colour that is not windowed anywhere, a colour which is even throughout, and a colour which is attractive for the gemstone. Tick, 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 tick. It's your star by. It is absolutely profound quality, profound beauty, a little polish, and it is in November's birthstone. Now, obviously, we are in November, and if you get this on, definitely on express delivery, you will get it by the end of the month. So if you have got any giftables, then this is a great one for you to get. When we talk about citrine, we're talking about a very optimistic gemstone. We're talking about a very happy gemstone. We're talking about a gemstone which realistically we absolutely love and adore being able to get our hands on when it is in qualities that are as open and honest as this is. And this is open and honest. There is absolutely nothing that is being hidden within this stone, because you've got that beautiful abundance of light and clarity and quality all the way throughout. When we're looking at a cut like this, we have to remember the level of skill that goes into it. We don't cut every gemstone like this because it's not beneficial. It's a time-consuming cut that we've got here, and one of the reasons, if I just show you, I know I show you this all the time, but I think it's always important for us to remember, when we're cutting something like this, we are cutting something which not only do we have to get the angles perfectly correct, whether it's on the table, so that top facet, whether it's down in the crown, you need to get all of these proportions absolutely correct, but as well as that, you need to get the different types of facets absolutely bang on as well. These different types of facets just to make up that top section of, you know, like the crown itself. So all of these things we have to take into account. And let's say, for example, this angle here was slightly off in comparison to the table and to the rest of it. We're going to get windowing. There's going to be a loss of colour. Let's say we're getting these facets wrong here. It's going to be really noticeable to the table, so it's going to look wonky. Let's say this girdle's too big. It's going to be really difficult to set. It's going to be a loss of a gemstone again. All of these little things that could go wrong and would go wrong and you know, if the skill level and appreciation isn't there, will go wrong, has been absolutely, ideally accomplished with this stone. That means that what you're getting here is quality which is deserved of not only precious metal, but maybe even your gallery wire in the gold if you got some of that when we had it on the other weekend. This has a presence to it. This has a luxury to it. And if you're looking at this now going, Bex, I really want to own it, but my skill level isn't maybe up to that point yet. We have had some pendant shanks, if you will, some pendant bases, let's say, that are calibrated to this size. So it's well worth keeping your peepers peeled for it and getting the stone whilst you can, because sometimes we do those stones with the setting and sometimes we do settings without. I think this is just luminous. I think it is luxurious. And when I'm thinking of a brilliant cut right now at that size, let me just remind you of the few things I mentioned. The colour, the cut, the carat weight. I said to you, the carat weight, you know, a good carat weight for citrine is 1 carat. I'm bringing you 2.5 carats here. If I'm talking to you now about the fact that you've got that incredible quality, that incredible colour, that incredible facet, and you're getting it in 2.5 carats, as soon as I'm looking online right now, and I'm not saying that these are like for like, but it just so happens that these are coming up. I've got a 10, hang on, oh, that's earrings. Well, you're getting 2 of these, but same size, 1.30 carats. I've got a set of earrings, which is £256. I've got a £355 pair of earrings. Yeah, fair enough, this is for 2, but still, you know, these are the price points that are connotated. £12.95 is your closeout star buy deal today, and this is a star-like glimmer, a star-like glamour. It looks so bright and bold and beautiful, doesn't it?
The colour is definite and it's intense,
Yeah.
and it's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Because it's not too dark, it's bright and vivacious, which is perfect for a citrine.
And do you know what? This is completely controversial, but I'm going to do it anyway. Black background. To show you it against a black and a white background is proving the quality that you're getting locked inside this, because that colour is strong and vivacious and the clarity is clear against the black, but also against the whites.
Yeah, yeah.
And also against the skin.
Yep.
So it's giving you everything and more, really, isn't it?
It is. And it seems to be magnifying the light inside, because that colour is so intense, and it's an absolutely beautiful stone.
Really, it is stunning, isn't it? And you can just see against all of those, this is not bothered. This is not phased with any of those backgrounds.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatevs. Pull me with whatever you like. I'm great quality. It is Tools of the Trade weekend this weekend. Don't forget, loads of tools, wig jig back on the Saturday afternoon, craft table that I mentioned earlier on coming up to you as well. And let me remind you tomorrow all about personalisation, as this is a birthstone of November. Great to personalise.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
And also remember, and I know this is a weird thing to say, but even if you've missed the person's birthday in November, you've already given them a present. Christmas, you give birthstones, don't you?
Yep.
So that's
it doesn't matter when
not far away.
When you actually give the gift.
Nope.
It's because it's still tying back to their birth.
Speaking of Christmas, I saw the John Lewis advert just last night whilst I was watching I'm Celebrity.
Oh,
I did watch the Mackey's one as well, yeah. The Mackie D one. Let me remember what it was. Oh my God! Do you know what? That might actually be my favourite Christmas advert.
I've not seen it.
I'm not going to give it away. It's stop motion. I'm not going to give it away because
nice.
I don't think I should, but it was a pretty good one. I've seen the John Lewis one, which is the one with the dragon. Have you seen that one?
No, I saw a little clip of it, but I've not seen the whole thing.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. Okay, let me move on. First off, in fact, let me say, well done to every single one of you who bought that. Second off, let's go Howlights. Oh, I love this shape and size.
Oh, yes.
I don't think I've seen it in this stone. We've seen it in black onyx or agate, and we've seen it in, I think, like a rose quartz. I can't remember.
I've seen it in this once.
I love it, love it, love it. Because I think it looks like a chain. I think it looks like a chain that just happens to be made out of genuine gemstones.
It's perfect in terms of proportion.
Yeah.
Everything about it, I think.
It's got a layer of delicacy to it. I think it's got it's one of those that's like, hang on, is that a heart shape? Yeah. Oh yeah, it is, but it doesn't go, ooh, look at me, lovey-dovey, kissy-kissy. You know, it's kind of like subtle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a subtlety to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's so beautiful. What would you do with this, which isn't heart related?
Oh, flowers.
Yeah, flowers. How would you make that? 9.95 is your price.
Put a fine head pin through 5 of the hearts.
Yes.
Gather all of the tails on the head pins together and twist the gemstones, and you've got a flower.
£7.95, and you could make a flower a fair few times over on this. I can tell you that for now. If you're using 5, approximately 1 flower, 2 flower, 3 flower, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 flowers approximately.
That's a whole bouquet.
It is. I don't know, what does a bouquet make? Interesting question. I never thought about that.
What?
How many flowers do you get to be in a bouquet? If someone gave you 2 flowers, you wouldn't say thanks for this bouquet of flowers.
No,
would you for 3? You're saying 5. I'm not even sure about 5.
5 is a posy.
25 to 30 for a large bouquet, medium bouquet, 18 to 20. Right, good. 10 stems for a wedding flowers small. So a small wedding flower bouquet, let's say.
Yeah.
10.
Posy.
Posy. Good, yeah. I've never thought of that as a question, but I'm glad now that I know.
Yeah, I am as well.
Next pub quiz, there you are.
Yep, store it away.
Yeah, store it at the back. £7.95 for you today. Well done. Okay, I'm moving on to... Oh, wow. Bold pieces. Big, bold. We will bring you your standardised shapes, your more, let's say, traditional shapes, such as the oval brilliant cut that I just brought to you in the citrine. We also bring you slightly more individual organic shapes, such as this. Now, this really can spark the imagination, can't it?
It can, because each one is individual and different. So when you, and I think with this strand, when you actually take them off the threaded material, and you've got them on the desk in front of you, and you just turn them over and have a look at different angles, then you'll get different ideas.
Yeah.
Because some will automatically be perfect for earrings, others are going to look brilliant in a statement cuff, you know, or a ring. So let the gemstone dictate what you do with it.
What you're going to do with it. We're bringing to you 105 carats worth. Start price, £24.95. How about? Under £10, says Tom. Yeah, go ahead then. Go on.
Why not?
Weird one, but that is about the price of 10 packets of crisps. I'm not talking more multi-pack. Where am I buying my crisps? My local shop, 80p a bag. No, I kid you not. They're well-known ones that Mariah Carey's dancing about at the minute. 80p, yes, I promise you.
Yeah. Are they little bags?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't buy them full price. All about that meal deal, me.
Oh, right.
Any chance to save a bargain, so I couldn't really tell you. But yeah, 80p. 80p. £7.95 for you today. It's time to go to a break already. Can you believe it? Okay, I've got so much more to bring you. This necklace is just one of a collection that Deb is so in love with. She's actually thinking of extending it as a range, and I completely concur. I have also got for you those gargantuan mukai, which are definitely going to turn some heads. Great for your homeware, amongst much more. And if you fancy a bit crafting, we've got that too. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Course, and we also take you through how to make the wise men and the shepherds. And it's launching this Wednesday on the Mid Show.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. How was your break? We were discussing the important things in life. Yeah, got we were political, didn't they?
It did.
What crisps are good and what aren't? Apparently there was a Christmas tree flavour one last year. Yeah, Christmas tree. That's what Dan was saying.
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know how much they tasted like a Christmas tree.
Right.
But that was the flavour.
But that was the flavour. Unusual. It is gorgeous to be with you this evening because it's Monday and it's cold outside and I like being in and crafting. Something beautiful about the sort of drawing in of the winter eaves, isn't it? Because it's colder outside in the day and at night. You don't get crafter's guilt.
No.
I get crafter's guilt so much in the summer.
Yeah, because you
when
should
you
be
sat in and you want to
out.
craft, but then it's sunny outside, so you feel like you should leave the house.
Yeah, when you don't really want to.
You don't want to. I want to sit down with an omnibus, a bit of Jewellery Maker crafting. Yeah, but the winter nights are here. Craft as much as you like.
Yay.
But obviously, you're going to need plenty of goodies to be able to craft with, and that is exactly what I'm about to offer to you. I've been wearing this jewellery, beautiful, beautiful necklace all evening. And to be honest, until I'm looking at myself, I kind of forget that I've had it on because it is so comfortable. As a design, it is so bold and big. And sometimes I think when you have big, bold pieces of the jewellery, it actually can be quite difficult to wear sometimes.
Yeah.
This is not, genuinely, apart from when I'm looking at myself as I am now, I've actually forgotten that I've had this on. That is how comfortable it is.
That's good.
And that is obviously partly due to the design, but also due to the components of this. Really juxtaposing components within here. Again, I'm going to start off with the wire, and I'm going to let you know I've got 1mm gauge wire, not the 3 or 4mm reels we've been doing, but the 10-metre reels of your 1mm, and this is in your gold plated. And I've also got your gold colour silver plated, sorry, I've also got your 0.4 as well. So that is what you're getting within here. I've also got this incredible garnet, which is oh so high shine, really beautiful and sparkly. And it's got that real sort of purple back palette to it. Perfect for this Christmassy sparkle. I have then got for you something very, very special. Petrified wood jasper. Now, I am well aware that we did petrified wood for a while, and a lot of people got it home and were like, it smells like diesel-y, okay? And one of the reasons for that is because that is how you cut petrified wood. You will cut petrified wood using a lathe that has to be sort of lathered in diesel. And it is a traditional cutting mechanism, and it's literally the only way you can properly cut petrified wood, because otherwise, obviously it's an organic and essentially it won't cut as smoothly and as beautifully, so it has to have like a diesel or a petrol type thing there when you're cutting it. But of course it will have a scent, and it will have a scent. You can get petrified wood which will go through a lot of extra processes, including sometimes a plastic coating, so that the scent can't protrude from that, but it takes more time, effort, energy, money, etc. If you love the look of petrified wood and want petrified wood, but you want it without the coating, without the added treatment, and without the diesel-like smell, this is the way to purchase it. Because what I'm offering to you here is petrified wood, which, as you know, is petrified wood is essentially historic wood, which has been sort of cut off naturally, if that makes sense, and settled in the crust of our earth. And what has happened is the wood over time has solidified under the pressure of our crust of the earth without any oxygen. So there's been no oxygen attaching to it. What then happens with this variety of petrified wood is naturally silica-based substance such as jasper will essentially seep into these cracks and crevices that are minute within this petrified wood, if that makes sense. So it's stronger and it's more smooth and silken and more gemstone heavy than that of petrified wood itself. And as I say, it has the look, very, very similar look to petrified wood, but it doesn't have that scent, it doesn't have any treatments attached to it. So you're getting that look and beauty, but without maybe the downsides that you've experienced when purchasing petrified wood. So really, for me, this is a win-win strand.
Definitely. Yeah, because you get all of the colours, all of that texture, all of the beauty, and it really doesn't smell.
No, because it hasn't been cut in the same way. It hasn't been cut with diesel.
I know that sounds funny, but it actually did put me off.
Yeah, and understandably.
When I was using it, but this, it's
Suppose because it's not been cut in the same way as petrified wood, without the heavy jasper element within it, which again is naturally occurring.
Yeah.
So it's all the pluses, none of the minuses.
Definitely.
We're bringing to you your Brazilian petrified wood jasper, which is 10 mil and 250 carats worth there. You've also got, as I said, the wonderful red garnet, which is 36 carats worth, and we've got 10 metres of 1 mil and 10 metres of 0.4. We have got for you here your redwood collection. Up together now. Should be £30.80. Now that is web price, and I know full well that 2 of these elements have been taken down in price. So you've already got, I think it was a £4 or £5 saving.
Ah.
Whoa, under £20. Pardon? Everything has been done on that price. Tom's making now but friends on that one. Now but friends. So your price saving on that, sorry, Poppet, £11.85. So that is a mammoth saving. That's a big percentage, isn't it?
That is.
Big percentage you are saving there. You've got to be at what? Is that a 35% saving? Maybe even more. Could be. Wow. You've got £18.95. And let us remember, from this kit we have made 1 piece of jewellery, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And I mean, actually, some of the pieces are very gemstone heavy. And if I'd wanted to, I could have made a lot more. So I think it's a really good kit. And at that price, that's amazing.
38% discount we've just offered to you today. Great deal. Great deal.
Really good.
And these are so beautiful, these elements. And it's this motif that we're discussing tonight, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about where this motif came from and why you're connecting with it so greatly.
Well, I mean, quite often, a lot of my pieces will be circles and circles within circles and sort of...
wheels within a wheel.
Yeah. And I like layers as well in my pieces. So for me, this just encompasses the circle motif and layers built up. So I just love it. I
love it as a design, and we are going to be learning how to create quite a bold piece now, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah. So it's the heart that we're going to look at.
So obviously we're working here with the elements in the kit to create that main section.
Yeah.
And this is your 1 mil wire and your 0.4.
Yep. So what I did was I started off with probably about 1 metre of the 1 mil wire.
Am I right in saying it's difficult to add into this with a base wire?
I did add in.
Did you?
You'll never find where I put it, but yeah.
Especially not with it being here, I can't see it.
You can't see it. No.
Impossible.
It's fine. That's fine. You don't need to know.
Good.
But so you can add into it, but it's easier
if you don't
have to.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use a shorter length of wire for this bit. And what I did was on the strand, you've got some really, really, really intense chocolatey dark tones, and also you've got the sort of lighter colours as well. So it's like cashmere grey and things like that in there. Beautiful.
Nice description.
So what I've done is popped that gemstone onto the wire, and starting off, so we start obviously in the centre of the pendant. So I'm just going to make a simple loop there, and then slide that gemstone up to the end and bend that wire around. So I'm going underneath that loop to start with, and then bring it all the way round, and I'm going to come over the top of the loop, and then back round again and open up the loop and just capture that wire in place. So that will then come through that loop that we created to start with.
That's a good technique because that's locked it off in a way, hasn't
Locked it in, yeah, so it's not going to slip around. So now we've got that, what we need to do is start building up our pattern. So I just took in pliers and come all the way round, and then bring that wire. It's really quite easy to work as well with the 1mm. You might think it's going to be a little bit tough and not as sort of soft as you would need, but with that extra resistance in the wire, it creates a nice curve. So just use, where have I put them? Bail making pliers, and then just choose different sizes to work. So sometimes what you'll do, you need to judge if your wire that's coming round in the loop goes over the top of the previous wire or if it goes underneath. So if you, when you're doing your loops, if you always go over the top, it's going to start sloping up.
Yes.
And you'll not get a flat pendant. So for this one, if I use like the biggest mandrel on there, and what I'm going to do is bring that underneath.
Obviously, tools of the trade this weekend, so I'm sure you'll be able to get your hands on some bail makers then. But if you can't, what else could you use as mandrels?
Well, you can use pens. You could use. I've used metal skewers.
Oh yeah, like barbecues.
Barbecue skewers, yeah. Don't use the wood ones because if you wrap round on a wood one, quite often they're a bit soft and then you have trouble actually taking it out again. So yeah, voice of experience. Right. Yeah, well, that's not a good idea. But also, I used, for this design, I used round nose pliers a lot because you either go nice and close up to the end and get a nice small loop, or you go the other way and get a bigger loop. So go round. So just vary as you're going along. And then what I did was take lengths of the 0.4 and just again hand coil over the top of that 1mm wire.
Do you have any tips with hand coiling? Because you're quite quick at it, aren't you?
I am quite quick
Do you always
because
put your
I do
pinky
a lot.
out for it?
Did
Does it
I?
help with balance? Yeah.
Did which one? That one or this one?
No, that one you had out then.
Did I?
Yeah. I thought that was like
I don't know. Sometimes I'll put
top tip. No, because look, you're using that as balance.
You can use it as balance, yeah.
So you've gone slower now. You've stopped.
I know.
I thought it was just a thing.
Oh, I can't do it now.
Sorry.
It's because I'm thinking about it. It is, if you're doing the coiling, it is easier if you're like further at the end, closer to your wire, because then you can go round and your hand isn't having to like come completely round wire.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, we'll move on. Yeah, thanks for pointing out my strange hands doing weirdness.
Strange about a pinky finger.
I didn't even. Maybe it was just trying to be posh for.
Oh yeah.
I think I might actually use it and rest it on the desk just to stabilise that hand, because you don't want that hand
waggling about.
Waggling around. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. That's 2. So slide that.
Glad I asked.
Yeah, I'm glad you did as well. Slide that down to the end of the wire near your gemstone, and then just don't press too hard. I'll squash that now. So if Dan can come in and get a close-up on that, because if you press too hard on your coil when you're shaping these, what you'll end up with is that moving along. So instead of sort of pressing down, you're better off just holding the pliers or the bail makers open and just manipulating the wire around, and that way it will stop it opening up.
Good tip.
So keep going round, and then once you get all the way round, what I did was actually take some 0.4 and then connect into the next loop. So one of the loops that we started with. So that will then, so if we've got a loop here, which has got a coil over the top, with the tail, where those two loops meet, if you wrap over the top and connect it, that starts to stabilise your heart shape. So you can make any shape. It's quite nice like that, actually. Very random.
Corally look.
Actually, yeah, those coral jasper would work really nicely with that.
Yeah.
So that's all I did, was carry on working it up until you have a sheet, basically, of sort of the lace pattern. And sometimes if you just do a figure of 8 sort of pattern instead of going all the way round, just builds a little bit of variety in and stops it being too predictable. And when you come to create the actual shape for the heart, it's quite nice if you've already got some areas of like this in there, because what you need to do is make sure you form like the top of the heart, and then again the top of the heart over that side. So just keep going. Now if you run out of wire like that, then the way to connect extra wire in, so if you find you can't actually work round to then create the other side of the heart here, you can add an extra bit in. And to do that, put a loop on the end, and then you just open that up and attach it. So let's pop it on that loop there, close that down, and then I can start coming from that point and zigzagging from there. So then, you'll just carry on zigzagging around, and again connect it in with 0.4 every now and again into the other base, and that will then hold it stable. So on the necklace you're wearing, I think it was, which piece was it? Yeah, it was over that side there. I added in a section here.
Okay.
So then if you connect it in and go over with the 0.4, it ties it in and it stops it moving, and it all becomes one. So that's the heart.
Thank you so much for that. I've not seen a demonstration like that. I think it's a really beautiful design. I love the way that you've taken that skill and you've played it through a lot of the pieces in your finished design. So as a motif, it can be quite simplistic. Like maybe it is in the bracelet, that's obviously just one, or you've done them in the earrings, the pendant. Love it, love it, love it. Deb,
thanks.
Well, they're brilliant. Have a little nosy at what I've got on the desk right here. Huge garnets, which you could do something similar-ish with the design we've just done. Tom, who's my producer this evening, he's just said, what did you say? These are unmissable garnet. Pray tell why, Tom. Too big to ignore. Yeah? And they are so substantial. They are dramatic. Entirely natural. 570 carats worth total.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Deep intense colour. $7.95.
Wow.
$7.95. Genuinely, you know, I'm thinking hairband. I love the idea of that as a hairband.
Oh, that looks really cute.
Yeah? Hairband, just over a hairband. Really cutesy, dead easy to do.
Yeah.
But they are so big and bold. I wouldn't say that about, you know, any other garnet that I've done so far today or have done this week. But they're so big and bold, and I absolutely would. And remember, they're natural. Which, for hairwear, in my opinion, in particular, is really important. Because if it starts tipping it down with rain, you know, you don't want to worry about any of the treatment or anything like that.
That's
and
true.
also, these can handle hairspray and stuff because, you know, they're not like a pearl. They're not highly porous.
Yeah.
Really big, really bold, really strong, really a bargain. $7.95. Could you get a light up Noel for that? Noel, even. Sorry, I'm looking around for inspiration. Sorry, I'm looking around for inspiration and I saw this. That's what I was thinking. Bet you couldn't buy one of them.
No.
For $7.95, could you? Especially not if batteries are included. Just as a thought. It was literally a say what you see then. Say that again. Oh, there's nothing in there. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Tsavorite garnet. One of the best known garnets in the industry. One of the more expensive as well. Quite a few, you know, this used to be one of those gemstones that was really much saved for the gemologists. And then a little known celebrity got gifted a piece. Oh yeah. Beyonce got gifted a Tsavorite garnet ring by her partner, Jay-Z. And it's recently been lent, well, sold off, no, lent to Victoria and Albert Museum, and it's valued at $5 million, I think, off the top of my head. Oof. It's only a ring.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know, a car. You know what I mean? It's a ring. It's a nice ring. But the reason that is so important, the reason that is so high-end, is because it's Tsavorite garnet. If Jay-Z had, you know, decided, had gone, here, B, have a butterfly ring with your standard red garnet in it, she'd have probably gone, thank you very much, kind sir.
Thanks.
I don't know why, kind sir. Thank you so much, kind sir.
You're going back to your
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Jane Austen.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's this time of year. I always get a bit Dickensian on the way into December. But, you know, maybe, you know, she would have been very, very grateful. But would it have been lent to the V&As? And would it be valued at $5 million approximately? Not on your Nelly. No. It's because it's Tsavorite garnet. Tsavorite garnet from the Tanzanian region, completely and absolutely natural. One of the most head-turning gemstones out there. And it's because of its history, it's because of its present, it's because of that vivacious green colour. Last 9 on the planet. Rolling down that deal, rolling in that price, your price today. Genuinely, it's mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling.
That's ridiculous.
It really is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's something so sensational, so vivacious, and that is in a daylight simulator. So just you imagine popping that on round your wrist and letting that dazzle and shine.
I got a strand of our Tsavorite garnet recently because it's my son's birthstone, and I love it. It is so. The quality we've got here is incredible because the colour intensity is just unbelievable. And when you see it in daylight outside, it's just takes your breath away.
Yeah. And remember, the human eye sees more shades of green than any other colour. So that means that when you're looking at this, it won't look like peridot or imperial diopside or jadeite or whatever. This is so idyllic for what it should look like, which is big, bold, vivacious Tsavorite garnet. $29.95 for you today. feel free to grab that whilst you can. That's a really beautiful strand. Red garnet rondelles. Exactly like the one from the kit, almost. In fact, I wonder if it's the same. Slightly larger, I think. Slightly larger. Maybe. Maybe. This is the one in the kit. It's the one I'm doing now. We love garnet because it is something which, as Deb has quite rightly said, January's birthday. Also, it's a famous gemstone, isn't it?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And it goes way back in history as well. It's, you know, the Saxon hoard found in Staffordshire had loads of garnet in.
Absolutely loads of it.
Yeah.
We have got for you 45 carats worth here. I think it's a very festive colour. But let's find out what my team thinks. Team, I'd like one word. Well, no, more than that if you want. But I want what this colour makes you feel like or what it makes you think of. Dan, would you like me to start with you?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Dan, I'm coming to you first.
Mulled wine.
Mulled wine. Whoa, yes. I'm going to go next up to my director. It's Paul. He's thinking. Plums. Yeah, very, very true, actually. It's very plummy colour. Producer Tom? Regal. It makes him think of things that are regal and royal. Yourself, Deb?
Oh, okay. Half the time you don't ask me, and then when you do, I'm not prepared.
Really like to keep you on your toes.
Ah, I'd say delicious, actually.
Delicious?
It's like...
Wow! Delicious, plummy, red wine, mulled wine regality.
Just put all those things in my head.
I love it.
Mulled wine.
Well, whether
Plums.
you're seeing sparkly plums or you're seeing a warming, beautiful mulled wine, we've got the strand here. PB, are you 74? Is your code on this one today? Totally natural, all the way from India. $9.95 usually. But Deb Rudge is with us, so it's never going to be a usual day.
Thanks.
That is such a great price. £5.95. That is it. £5.95 for you today. And if you just think about that price point, there's not many magazines you could actually buy for that price. You know, like your crafting magazines, not on your Nelly.
Nope.
Even like your local, well, I get like Cheshire Living and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Those are more expensive. Yeah, those are posh ones.
Yeah, the posh ones.
Yeah, ones like that you wouldn't be able to.
No.
I'm even thinking that's kind of the price of 2 Sunday papers, isn't it? Yeah, Sunday papers.
Yeah.
They're about £2-3 aren't they?
Yeah.
Dependent on how much they come with. Well done. I saw these and I love them, and you're gonna love them too. Stop peeping.
I liked the sound of them in my ear. Oh! Actually, that wasn't what was in my head when I had. They're amazing.
Awesome, right? Awesome in the literal
Totally.
sense. Or inspiring.
Oh, and the colours.
I love them. You know, I was talking about this connector before that I launched for you at 8 o'clock. It was very popular. 2/3 of the stock went by all accounts.
Oh, that's quite Salvador Dali.
Thank you so much. I'm going to be warming up and melting a clock later on. Look at that. These are divine. From an artist standpoint and a crafter's standpoint, this is...
You can fill them with resin.
Multi-use.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to fill them with resin, you'd only have to back them, wouldn't you?
Back them, yeah.
Bit sticky tape or whatever on the back. Put the resin in, let it set, job's a good one.
Yeah.
You could set polymer clay into this.
Yes, you could.
You could, of course, put one of these in the focal and put your gemstones along this centre here, or you could just leave it open. You know, attach like a latex
head pins.
knot,
If you
or
put
just
head pins through from the inside,
so you have nothing there.
Yeah.
This with your wire work dragon's eye around it.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah? I think they are divine. I love the way the light shines through them. I love the way they're all so different. I love the fact that £25 is not your price. £17.95. They're not a million miles away from the Egyptian letter R, are they?
No.
You know, the
You could use it as a basis and
actually do the elaborate eyes around it. I think these are fabulous. You probably want to know how many you're going to get. I've got on mine 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 I've got on mine. It may well vary, but 10 I've got on mine. Imagine cutting that. Imagine, tell you what, this is a good way to think of it. Has anyone who's watching done like metal sheet work? Yeah? And you know how when you're doing metal sheet work, it's all well and good doing an outside shape, but then if you want to pierce it and go and do the inside, it's a bit trickier, isn't it?
To keep that shape,
To keep that shape, especially if you wanted to sort of keep it exactly the same, you know.
Yeah.
This has been done, that has been done, but with a genuine gemstone. Totally natural. £17.95. Wilma has got it in a basket at the moment. Other people have too. I just particularly liked your name. Okay. Oh, Elephant Charms. Have you been watching Attenborough? Oh, I've missed the last one. I need to catch up. What was the last one? I've seen Antarctica, I've seen Asia. Was it Australia, the latest one?
Oh, it was, yeah, Australia. I saw some of it.
Those shows are amazing, aren't they?
The photography is, that is awesome.
I mean, that is awesome as in awe-inspiring too.
Yeah, yeah,
I love the bit at the end where they explain that they've, you know, like basically lived there for however many months of the year to get like a 3-second shot. But it is incredible, isn't it? Anyway, if you too are into the beautiful natural world, then how's about adding some elephant charms to your collection? Silver-plated brass, so they're really, really sturdy and strong, but they still have that lovely shine. You will be getting 3 of... No, you won't. You'll be getting 5. Just happens I've got 3. But you will be getting 5 of them. And there you go, 5 of them. And we are bringing a 14mm by 10mm in all 5 of them today. You could colour these. I quite like the idea of maybe going in with a coloured resin or even a nail varnish, you know, maybe just picking out the sort of, you know, robe that he's wearing. That makes him sound like Barbar, if anyone remembers Barbar. But remember Barbar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pardon? Like pomegranates. Yes, I do vaguely remember that. Dan, have you got any idea what we're on about? Why is that, Dan?
Because you're a baby.
Because he's too young. £3.95. Basically, just to let you know, Barbar was a cartoon made up of an elephant family who walked around in 3-piece suits quite often. They were...
Oh, I think I had a book of that.
Did you?
Had a book?
Did you?
Oh.
£3.95 for you today. 8 grams worth there in total. So just think about the kind of colours that you could pair with this. You know, I'm thinking on a charm bracelet, it'd be lovely. Nice work. Oh, Tiffany Opal. Where do they come from? Ooh. Tiffany Opal, so named for different reasons, but one reason is because it's said to be reminiscent of Tiffany lamp work. Have a little look. I just think it's beautiful. That colour palette is, well, I'm a purple person, you're a purple person. This is purple for purple people and non-purple people, I think.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
Purple people would appreciate this, but non-purple people will also be partial to
was
this
that song,
purple
wasn't
strand.
It? Looks like a purple people eater to me.
Sorry, pardon?
Yeah, purple people eater. There was a song
Right.
like 3 centuries ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Missed that one, but
Yeah.
I'll look it up. I've got for you your ombre Tiffany Opal, and what you've got when we talk about the ombre is we're basically talking about shading variation within this. So you've got some which are very, very dainty, very, very light, almost like a sort of hazy lavender, and then you've got some that are much more rambunctious. You've got some which has got much more of the almost amethyst colouring. It's entirely natural USA gemstone. And again, you know, when we're talking about Tiffany Opal, we're talking about that colour quality and almost a luminosity in essence that is similar to that of lamp work. 40 full carats worth we're bringing to you here, and we're bringing you an 18cm strand, which is plentiful for a bracelet or two if you're going to just use it on the front section. It's £17.95. It's entirely natural, and you've got all those individual nuances of colour. These jewel colours are very big this festive season. My Christmas tree this year is purple, purple, purple. And don't forget, purple for 2020 is said to be a big, big colour. Why? Because that's how long it takes generally the high street to jump on board with fashion trends of the Pantone colour palette. Generally what will happen is the Pantone colour palette comes out and it takes about 2 years for it to become popular on the high street. So if you think of, you know, this spring, summer, we've been seeing the baby blues and the baby pinks in fashion and in homeware, haven't we? That was, you know, the colour palette of sort of 2 years ago in Pantone. So a lot of likelihood says that this will be another colour trend that's popping up in our homeware and in our clothing wear next year. I brought you some bumblebees earlier on in solid sterling silver. How about I add to the situation, bumblebee, jasper. Oh, it's the same cut as the K2.
Ah, it is. They'd look really nice together as well.
That's a really nice example. Oh, just giving me chills, that. I don't know why. I think it's just like how beautiful it is, and it really is super duper strong.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's something about gemstones where you can literally see its formation that is just kind of difficult not to appreciate. I'm looking at this one here, and I can literally see the different layers and how that has formed over time. And I'm well aware that that section there hasn't, you know, formed in a week. You know, I could be talking centuries to form that many different layers and that many different ingredients very, very easily. It's magical, really. We spoke earlier on about our end of year awards ceremony. Keep your peepers peeled on social media. Usually it happens in December. Yeah, we always talk about their different categories, such as favourite gemstone of the year. Bumblebee Jasper's another new one. It's $14.95, by the way. And I have a feeling that it could be a popular one.
It's just so distinctive, isn't it?
There it is.
And that's what I think labradorite has, is that distinctive individual quality. So, yeah, I think it could be
up there. Could be up there.
Actually, you know, that with the mookaite, using these with those...
I know this is the one I've got coming up.
Yeah, the
I'll
big chunky mookaite. I quite like that, you know. Yeah.
This adds a little extra...
Yeah, you've got... It's got similar sorts of colours, and then you've got that bright punch of orange coming through that works brilliantly with the mustard and those sort of terracotta colours as well.
Agree with you.
Nice.
It's really bright and beautiful and bold, and as I said, it'd go great with the bumblebees I brought you earlier on. We're moving on to dendrite agate. Started the show with the dendrite agate, didn't we? Ooh, intrigue on more. Look how slicey these are.
Oh, that is very slicey, yes.
Thank you for mimicking the hand movement. I thought it was appropriate. You'll see what I mean. But wait. Ooh, slender. Slender. Now these and that, you might think, Bex, does that really make any difference? Well, absolutely. Because for something like your dendrite agate, I wish I had my torch of truth, but I haven't seen it in weeks, gone wandering. But it has serious translucency. So all of this area here is completely windowed for me. I can see right the way through it. But there's also layers internally which are really unusual. So that's great with it being sort of slicey, as you were. But also the great thing about it being like that is the fact that because they're so slender, I'm getting 190 carats worth, which if these were as thick as, you know, your standard pieces, I might just be showing you that. But because we've made them more slender, look how many you're actually getting.
It's like you're getting
that one.
2 because normally they would be chunkier.
Yeah, so normally that might be the thickness of one, mightn't it? Quite easily. But it's almost like I'm getting double the gemstone.
I love that massive one there.
Yeah, it's fab that, isn't it? That's a huge amount of your dendritic agate, in particularly as dendrite agate is so unique and individual. I have got 2, 4, 6. Tom's just gone, do you know what, Bex? I've been here for a while, he says. He's on a double. Last 11. I'm game if you are. Let's do it. Last 11. Bye-bye. I'd grab the phone if I were you. I'd start dialing. £6.95. That is multi-buyability right there. Should be 20 quid, £6.95 for you now. That is going to go really, really, really far. It's going to be great whether you're a wire worker, whether you're into your shibori, whether you're into your personalisation, which remember we've got tomorrow for you. We've got, say that again, Poppet. Kicks off at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, personalisation day. Tools of the trade day this weekend as well. You're going to be able to use a lot of tools with this actually, aren't you? I've got so much coming up for you. You are going to be able to use these. Hello to Fife and Surrey and Lanarkshire and Kent and Dorset and another Kent. Any of those people do you know, Tom? Kent is quite a big place, he says. Doesn't mean you don't know those people who are coming in, does it?
Doesn't.
Are you in Tunbridge Wells? I love Tunbridge Wells. It's very pretty place.
I don't know if I've ever been to Tunbridge Wells.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times. I'm eradicated now, if my eyes do not deceive me. They've gone. They've gone. Let me bring you some tiger's eye now. Oh, that was loud. Oh, and fantastic cut for these.
That's really nice. Yes.
Pick your favourite. Get ready to give us a fiver and we'll give you some change. Is that your favourite? Or is that your favourite?
Where's the one with blue?
Or is that your favourite? Or
That's
is this one your favourite? Yeah, some of you are going to go for that sort of hawk's eye look, aren't they? Probably. And there's a fair few of them on this strand. £4.95 is your absolute bargain price, and it really truly is. This is entirely natural yellow tiger's eye, but as you can see, there are elements in here of different colours which are naturally occurring. We have got that wonderful chatoyancy which dances underneath the surface of this, and we have also got for you that wonderful elegance and sort of prismatic nature of that changing colour. £4.95. When you're considering that is your lowest denominator note and you're getting some change for it, that's phenomenal, isn't it?
It is.
Great for a ring as well.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, I absolutely love this next strand and it's going to go so well. Please tell me how much this is going to.
That's a very long strand.
Joking. If you want one of the most luxurious, well-known garnets, cinnamon brightness, quality of your festive colours, if you want this, the final 9 of them on the planet, final 9, if you fancy grabbing it, please dive on in quick sharp. We are bringing it to you right here, right now, under £30, which for me is incredible. Hessonite garnet, we're talking about strength, we're talking about boldness, we're talking about light interaction. We're talking $12.95 for an absolutely whopping 40 centimetre strand. I don't think I've ever brought a 40 centimetre strand of Hessonite garnet, ever. No. Never, ever. Hessonite garnet, when I bring you Hessonite garnet, I'm expecting to bring you £50 worth for a shorter strand than this. It's famed, it's luxurious, and it is a significant strand, 40 full centimetres, above our average.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Fair amount, that's incredible. I absolutely adore this. Pair it with your bare copper, it's going to look, just absolutely beautiful. I love these kind of autumnal colours that you're getting here. I think it looks so luxurious and divine, and it is real sort of cinnamon, isn't it? It's real cinnamon hues that you're getting here. A lot of money connotated usually with Hessonite, but you have got it boldly here. Again, a nice twist for January's birthstone. Not everyone wants to go to red garnet, do they? No. You might want something a bit extra.
Yeah, it is a nice variation. But it's going to work really nicely with your traditional garnet colour as well. You know, mixing the two of them up together.
Definitely. It's going to work beautifully alongside it. I think that is... You know, let me just show you it alongside like your red garnet, just to give you an idea. It's a big difference there. I think therefore it works nicely with your earthier tones, like the petrified wood jasper I brought to you from Brazil earlier on in the kit, actually. You know, do you know what? This is so luxurious. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because there's a history, there's a legacy look to this. I do apologise.
You could stitch the hessonite garnet around the outside of that connector.
Great idea. Because you've got the access points within there.
Yeah.
Beautiful idea. This, by the way, was tonight's must-have. We did it at 8 o'clock for you. There wasn't a huge amount left at last look, about a third of the stock, but still available if you want it. Okay, let me bring to you the bold beauties. Well done to everyone who got that. In fact, I'm going to keep that out because it goes great with my next treat. I am about to bring to you something so huge and bold. It's just a head turner. When we talk about this gemstone, we're talking about something really, truly very, very ancient. Said to have started formation mookaite about 120 million years ago, approximately. That's when it was kind of forming, etc. And when gemstones like this can date back to. It's amazing when you think about that, isn't it? I mean, I don't know about you, but I find it hard to get my mind around what it would have been like 100 years ago, let alone 120 million years ago. So this really has an ancient nature to it, and that to me brings gravitas. There's something about history, there's something about story, there's something about tales that holds a gravitas to me. And when I'm thinking about millions of years ago and how different the world looked, how different the flora and fauna was, how different the creatures that roamed the earth was, and I think about that history and everything that that holds, I think of stories, I think of tales, I think of gravitas. This strand, for the size and shape and head-turning nature, absolute pinnacle point of quality and boldness. It's your star buy. From around the Kennedy Range in Western Australia, about 510, 520 miles from Perth, we bring to you this one locational stunner. That is the head-turning mookaite. And don't get me wrong, I think all mookite's head turning for one instance or another. Doesn't look quite like anything else. It's interesting, it's intriguing, it's different. But boy, does this turn heads. I like gemstones like this because I believe they're the type of gemstones that save you money in the long run. Because if you pop something like this on your neckline, you're saving a lot of money on makeup. No one's looking at your face, they're all looking at the strand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can get that.
It's one of those head turners, isn't it? It's one of those strands that just grabs your attention and you do not want to look away. Because actually, if we look along this, and I'll just turn a few at a time, I'm going to bet you bottom dollar that the ones that I'm sort of turning are the ones that your eye are instinctively drawn to. I also bet that the ones I'm moving and turning and the ones I'm skipping over, I bet you're going to yourself, oh, go back, I want to see that one. Oh, turn that one. And this is the thing. It's that natural artistry, it's that natural workmanship that Mother Nature has created with these that absolutely catches your attention. Now, I know I always say this, but I stand true to it. I believe that if you were offered your favourite artist's piece of artwork, do you know what? Let's talk Banksy, just because I was looking at a photography book with him the other day, so it's at the forefront of my mind.
With him?
With him. No, not with him, like a mate. Like, oh, me and Banksy just sat chilling.
Just hanging out.
No. He is in a photography book and he has been photographed. And yeah, you have to look at it. Yeah, actually him. And he's been photographed like doing his artwork at night and stuff. And he was worked with this guy for many, many, many years. And he is photographed. And you see his hands and you see him spray painting. You don't see his face. But he is in a lot of these pictures. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing that up is, if you imagine someone said to you, Banksy's got in touch and he wants to do a painting. Now, you can either have it on a grain of sand, no, grain of rice, let's say, sounds a bit small, grain of rice, or he can nip round when you're out and do a massive wall mural in your living room. Which one are you going to say? You're going to want the wall, aren't you? You're going to want that huge piece. You're going to want to see it. It's the same with this gemstone. Because this is such a massive, 360-degree visual, the vista you're getting from this is so impressive. You get to appreciate every single one.
Yeah.
So the sizability of these really is key. They're key if you love the artistry and Mother Nature. They're key if you love these colours. And they're key if you, like me, appreciate going, oh, hang on, what's that one look like? Oh, hang on, what about that one? Oh, I like that detail there.
Yeah.
Because you're getting so much of it. We are bringing to you a huge 400, no, we're not, 640. That's a should-be deal. Is anyone else seeing what I'm seeing?
A dove.
Yeah. Or a hummingbird.
Or a hummingbird, yeah. That's why I just
Someone will get this one. Someone will get it. $14.95 is today's close-out deal. Not only are those huge 16mm pieces, so you get that 360 visual, but also for the fact that they are faceted. Faceted mookaite does not happen that often, aka the other mookaite I've done today, unfaceted. It is not something that always happens,
no,
is it?
No, it's not, no.
So it adds a little extra sparkle and dazzle and shine, whereby maybe others do not. If you want this strand, it may or may not still be available. Worth casting your eye over JewelleryMaker.com. We did it earlier on. Well done to South Wales, well done to Essex. I've got a collector in, I've got Greater London, hello to Hampshire and West Yorkshire. You've all checked it out. Fair few people with it in your baskets as well. £14.95 is a reduced price, but it will go back up in price come 8 a.m. So let me just encourage you, if you are watching on the repeat specifically, to check this out of your basket before 8 a.m. or else you will pay $19.95. Don't get me wrong, still a great price, but let's be honest, $14.95, just a little bit better, right? Just a little bit better. If you do want to pair it with more earthy gems, I did some petrified wood jasper as part of a kit with the lovely Deb earlier on. Came with these, which I think colour-wise, both of them do work well.
They're very happy together, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. We did this kit for under £20.
$18.95.
Good memory, Debs. £14.95. It would also go nicely with the lava kite I did earlier on, at a bargainacious price too. I wonder, is this a bit much? No, I don't.
Oh, Becky.
What do you think?
Do you think it's going to fit perfectly in the centre?
Yeah? That'd work, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. Well, you've been fabulous. As always.
Oh, thanks.
As always. It's always a joy working with you, Dad.
Thanks. I like working with you as well, mate.
Oh, that's handy, pal. Really
It
is.
is.
When are you with us next, my love?
Oh, not for a couple of weeks now, I don't think.
Joking.
I know, yeah.
We've
I'm
let
sure.
you have a life.
I've got at least a week and a half off.
Have you?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. What are you going to do with it?
Oh, I'm going to be doing random stuff.
Kick back, relax, being Deb.
Just, I don't know, see what projects I can come up with.
I love it. We'll have a fabulous time.
Thanks.
Tomorrow on Jewellery Maker is all about personalisation. Who have you got in the morning? Who have you got in the morning? Ellen Claire on in the morning. I've got Claire on the mid-show as well tomorrow. So we will see you for personalisation tomorrow.